the new Prince of Wales, or Prince William, is going to move into Clarence's house as he is moving into Buckingham Palace. Or So what is going to happen there? We'll be looking into that as the days and the times unfold. Okay, but queues are building ahead of the Queen's lying in state. Procession will take Queen's coffin from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Hall later, where hundreds of thousands are expected to file past. Well, these are some of the stories making the rounds. We're going to take a quick break. We come back and we continue with the show. Stay tuned. Don't you go away. Enjoy this song this time around uninterrupted.
Getting ready for Starr Radio UK this morning. Okay, as we are getting ready for Starr Radio UK. Okay, we're going to do our gbé wa ní gbé ọ̀dàlẹ̀ pátápátá àṣeyọrí inú ọdún yìí gbogbo ẹni tó ti mọ̀ ó ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ní New York ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ the New York as the Yoruba Nation awareness continue in New York City. A kí gbogbo wa pátápátá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí níbikíbi tí ẹ bá ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. As we say all the time, Yoruba Nation is non-negotiable. Kò ṣe tá negotiate. Kò sí plan A, kò sí plan B. The only plan we have is for us to exit Nigeria. And the 2 weeks tí ó máa fi wà ní United Nations, gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ wà ní New York pátápátá, ẹ bá wa make sure pé ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn ní New York ní the General Assembly. Ó wà very, very important. Iṣẹ́ gbogbo wa ni. Kò ń ṣiṣẹ́ Prophet Ológunlówa, kò ń ṣiṣẹ́ Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho. Iṣẹ́ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá. Òun lọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀. And wíìkì yìí kò ń ṣe wíìkì tá fi ń ṣeré rárá. Wíìkì tẹ́ gbogbo èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ jáde, especially our diaspora. A fẹ́ wò lórí social media. Or social media, we must all come out from wherever we are and come out in our masses. Láti make sure pé the Yoruba Nation message gets all over the world. I'm just getting ready for the Starr Radio, and we'll be going live very soon. In just about a few minutes. I can set up gbogbo platforms tí a máa fi ṣe broadcast wa. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí o níbikíbi tí Elédùmarè ọba àjọkẹ́ ayé àṣàkẹ́ ọ̀run tó ti ní kí ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Yoruba Nation is a peaceful movement, and it remains peaceful without no doubt in our mind. And if bá government ìjà, and if we work with the government, what we are saying is we should be allowed to go so that we can have our own independent nation. We don't want to be part of Nigeria. Nigeria is the creation of the British government in 1914. Our British, our Lord created Nigeria. Sí kankan tó ń jẹ́ Nigeria before 1914. Kingdom là ń jẹ́. Kingdom tó dẹ̀ ní fọ̀n tó lé kan náà. Tó yẹ pé we have a life. Kó tó di pé àwọn British wọ́n ní náà bí kingdom yẹn ṣe dá wà kò táwọn lọ́rùn. Ó wá kó gbogbo wa together. Ó pè wá ní Nigeria. A dẹ̀ ní kò jẹ́ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Let's allow Nigeria to go. Àwọn kan ní no ká wá lọ election 2023. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ ní sin tí gbogbo UN gbọ́dọ̀ máa discuss. Òun ni pé Nigeria gbọ́dọ̀ pín kó lókàlùkù máa lọ. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ pín ni. òun lọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí. Mo ń bá ẹ jẹ́ sáré gúnkè máa sọ̀kalẹ̀ nísìnyí that we join the studio. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá DJ wa kan kú sí London lánàá tí lánàá ni àbíjẹta nísìn ọ̀nà commit suicide kọ́lọ́run ọba kó bá tẹ sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀. I also lost a friend over the weekend. Kọ́lọ́run kó bá tẹ gbogbo sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀. We are not going to be here forever. Ẹni tó bá rò pé gbogbo àmà wà níbí báyìí forever irọ́ lẹ pa. A máa kú. Àgbàlagbà ń kú, ọmọdé nìkan ló ń kú, gbogbo yẹn ló máa kú o. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó kú yẹn nísìn is just under 40 plus. Kọ́lọ́run bá ń tẹ sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀. Èyí tó kú náà nísìn ní Liverpool ní outside London DJ ni òun náà ti pé 50 mọ́ bọ̀. Sọ pé àní kú kìnìkan àní ká gba Yorùbá nation nísìn. Àfi ṣàwàdà. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ kan sí ọ ẹ̀rọ àkọsẹ̀ ilé ìmísìn today. Àníká kúrò ní Nigeria. It is the responsibility of every single one of us to make sure that we leave that shithole country. Ẹ má fi dá àwa mídíà nìkan. Mídíà ẹ lọ máa ṣe ẹ lọ máa pariwo Yorùbá nation. A dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo àwọn tó ti ń prepare fún oríṣiríṣi rally. Àwọn kan ní Ìjẹ̀bú wọn náà máa ṣe rally láìpẹ́. Like I said, we lost DJ Ola, died in Liverpool. Kọ́lọ́run bàbá tẹ sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀. Ẹni tó bá lọ sórí Linda Kejì lórí Instagram ẹ rí ẹni tí mò ń sọ yẹn. Kọ́lọ́run kó tẹ sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀. You know, that's life. Also, kan náà classmate mi kan is not even up to 45. Òun náà jáde láyé. Kọ́lọ́run bá tẹ sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀ kó wà pẹ̀lú ìyàwó àtàwọn ọmọ tó fi sílẹ̀. So we can only be here for a short period of time. We're not going to be here forever. All right, I'm going to join the studio in just about a few minutes because I'm playing Rada and I'm already 7 minutes behind. So let me change the background, make it up with background. It's Itashilana Loshiwa Lori. And tó bá ń fẹ́ lo the same software táwa náà ń lò OBS ni wọ́n ń pè é ṣe nǹkan tó jẹ́ bàbàrà ìlú òṣì Nàìjíríà yẹn ni wọ́n make it look like pé gbogbo ohun tá à ń ṣe yìí is a big thing. Nothing big about it. Tó bá ti ní laptop tó lè ṣiṣẹ́, you can speak to the world, you can do a lot of things, you can become a blogger, you can become a media, you can do a lot of online businesses. But ṣé ìlú tí kò ní internet tó yẹ pé everybody struggle ni.
Okay, welcome back to the program. It is Starr Radio Uk, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing the time exactly to 9 minutes past the top of the hour. Wednesday edition of the Morning Show. And it's my singular honor to say welcome to the White Lion. Johnny, morning.
Well, a very good morning to you, Mr. Archie. Good morning, Frank. Good morning to all our presenters. And good morning to all other listeners on Starr Radio UK. And like I always say, we also have about 7 different channels that is plugged in from this end that is also listening to us this morning, the 14th of September 2022 at 9 minutes past 11. And I come back again to you in the studio, Mr. Archie.
Yes. Wednesday edition of the Morning Show. And we want to tell you, yes, share the broadcast of the Wednesday now. Okay, because it's a Wednesday edition that we are pressed time already. Let's crack off. Now, some of the stories that is making the rounds pertaining to the planned assassination of Peter Obi. I mean, I don't know whether you've seen that story, but the quick one on that will allow you to bring the other stories that you want to put up. What is that about? Is there a plot to assassinate Peter Obi?
Well, we did talk about it slightly yesterday, as we know that Peter Obi was attacked, over the weekend on his way back into the country. But it seems, the other political party believes it's just a fake assassination attempt, and this is coming from, Festus Keyamo. Festus Keyamo, as we know, is the director and the media and public affairs spokesman for the All Progressive Congress campaign, APC. I'm not sure why he believes that Peter Obi is actually staging manage a fake assassination attempt. Also, ignore purported attack on Peter Obi aide, Obinyama. So there's a lot of these messages coming out from Nigeria, Abuja, precisely. Also, Peter Obi was not attacked in Abuja, Hill and LD, according to the aide. So it's quite a lot of mixed mark. But according to the media aide to the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, Comrade Valentina Obinyama has debunked the rumor making round that his boss was attacked in Abuja. Obinyama, in a statement, urged the public to ignore the rumor, describe it as falsehood. He said Peter Obi is hale and healthy.
Okay. At least we have that clarity there, knowing that Peter Obi is okay. So, well, listeners, it is Starr Radio UK. As I say all the time, if it's making the rounds, find it, bring it to the pool. Oh, do I see that? To you as well. I hope you're all doing very well. Share the broadcast with your friends and loved ones. And find it like our pages. But it is the Wednesday edition of the Morning Show. It's all right because in and not London cities, I'm actually here, South Studios, and we are looking at updates from here. Yes. What are some of the stories making around this?
Let's come from London with a very sad news of one of our brother, a DJ, precisely known very well within the Nigerian community in the United Kingdom. He's actually living in Liverpool. It was only last night that the news filtered to me as well. But this morning, the news is already out there more. I've actually come off the phone from one of our friends as well that lives in Liverpool just to get a bit of background. He actually sent 2 or 3 messages from his mobile phone to his children goodbye. One of them challenged him and he actually deleted the message. The wife was sent on errand by the same young man, and eventually the wife came back to find the dead body inside the house. So he has actually committed a suicide. While trying to find out a little bit, suicide is one of the most difficult things, but there would be signal if the signal was there. He actually told someone, he felt suicidal, but it seems the person did not take it a little bit further, from the conversation that I had, this morning from Liverpool. We can only pray for the family that he has left, 4 children precisely. And again, the question again is, how do we deal with these issues? It's not just happening in Nigeria. It also happens right here in a civilized society that also have every mechanism to look after and treat such a situation. But like I said, the wife met the body right inside, the house in Liverpool, and I can only say there's been a lot of different, messages, and I'm sure those that knows him within the Nigerian community. He's a very good DJ, and like I said, he's also a very good friend of mine as well. So again, that is one of the sad news that we are starting with this morning. I'm not sure whether you want us to go straight up or you want me to come back.
I mean, you are good morning to you. But I think in this community, when you see your neighbor or somebody close to you complaining or making reference or inferences like that, I mean, I said maybe whether a friend, a family, or whatever, you have to make sure that you need the person to get a bit of help. Because what happens is part of the stigma that we in our communities attach to things like that. If somebody has maybe a mental health, mental instability, we just say that they are mad. You see, so we seem to be, people are going through such difficult and challenging times, and we seem to be, covering it. And this gentleman, wouldn't have taken his life. So that man, whoever he spoke to, saying that he thinks that he's having a mental challenge, or he's feeling suicidal, and come through to actually report and let us say help has been given. But we say that they so rest in perfect peace. And the family, God and strong family, I don't know what they're going to do now, but something somehow our thoughts are with them as well.
Well, thank you so.
Yeah. Moyuwa says that good morning, my brothers. How are you doing? We are all doing very well. Moyuwa, I hope that you are doing very, very well as well. But let me go back to you. Over to you.
Well, while we're dealing with that, just again yesterday, not a very good news as well as we're starting, this headline, because when we have a lot of Nigerians that are doing very well, and when I mean extremely very well, a classmate of mine, also passed on Sunday. We won't be able to mention the name, for reasons that we will keep that, but he died on Sunday. I was only just told again last night, as we were running, the diaspora mega rally, United Nations, that we might talk about later on Niger Voices this evening, which is going to be our focus point as for those that are campaigning. I was told it was a slip accident that happened in a swimming pool where he worked as one of the petroleum engineer in Saudi Arabia. From what I'm heard, the wife is already en route to Saudi Arabia. We pray for the family and the loved ones, and also all those that are from that particular school, which is Abeokuta Grammar School, is an Axoba. He died as well on Sunday. So we're just going to go straight now to some of the other headlines and those also that are going through all sort of difficulties wherever you are across the globe. Especially, it's a very tough time when you lose those that are very close to you. Atiku and Okowa as rubbish APC over Muslim ticket. Yesterday, we talked about the governor of Ondo State, Akeredolu, pleading with the Christian Association, to accept, the APC that will be going into an election that is, going to have APC ticket. Tinubu is a Muslim, and likewise, Shetima is also a Muslim as well. That is also still creating quite a lot, on the social media. And I think if I go back a little bit, I could pick up quite a lot of bashing. But let me look at what Reno says. Reno Mokere is a supporter of Atiku. He hasn't eyed that as well. And he was also part of the media towards the Jonathan era. So you could tell when I read this out. This is what he actually said some 16 hours ago. Nigeria is ranked number 7 on the World Watch list of 50 of the most dangerous countries for Christians to live. Bola Tinubu, the APC, wants to take us to the number 1 with his Muslim ticket. Tinubu is pushing Nigeria over the edge. An unbalanced ticket can end Nigeria. Well, we will have to wait and see whether that will end. But it looks like Atiku also is coming out this morning to say Okowa and Atiku as rubbish APC over Muslim ticket. Let's take a look at Soludo for stealing factional monarchy palace. Groups loud. What could be, the reason why a sitting governor is now being put out in this. According to the social political group Igbo Youth for Positive Change, has commended the Anambra state government and the security agency for their role in sealing off the palace of Igwe Austin Indigwe in Akwa. The group said the action showed that the era of impunity and all forms of lawlessness were over in Anambra. The police have actually invaded the palace of Igwe Indigwe Aqua while some of his guests were seated during a New Yam Festival celebration, seal up the place on Saturday. The question then goes back to, this is why, the question is, who gave the British audacity to merge us together? Because during those era, we had a kingdom, whether the Igbo kingdom, the Arewa kingdom, and the Yoruba kingdom, and the kingdom was being operated without this, political democracy that has now been enforced on the individual indigenous, community. And now the politicians do have a more say than the current traditional rulers that we have across the country. Because of the time, I'm just going to go straight on again. Buhari, APC have kept promise of relegating Nigeria. That is Governor Autumn. I actually had the opportunity, we couldn't discuss this yesterday. I had a short 20-minute interview with him, on Friday evening at a very short notice. And we had a lengthy conversation on the insecurity of Nigeria, and he said quite a lot. The Benue State Governor Samuel Autumn has indicate the President General Muhammadu Buhari and his ruling All Progressive Congress for keeping their promises of relegating the country in their manifesto to Nigerians. In a statement that was signed by the Governor Chief Press Secretary Nathaniel, Autumn said, as a people, Nigerians need to have a viable alternative to the current crop of leaders among the ruling party. Autumn noted that the APC will lose the 2023 election because the party had performed very worst in the past 7 years since it took over power from the PDP. Well, again, we will have to wait and see whether there will be election in the next 149 days. Also, these 2 weeks that is around the corner, starting from the yesterday, we know that the 77th United Nations General Secretary will be going ahead. And that means the Yorubas are having quite a lot of activities that will be going on, at the ground of the United Nations in terms of, the engagement and discussion when it comes to the recognition. So there will be a million march that will be going ahead between the next 2 weeks in New York City. And this is being put together by the Yoruba Nation Diaspora Mega Rally US, where we had a conversation with them yesterday, their leader, Prophet Ayodele Ologunlua. He did talk about his visit to Benin Republic. Last month, he actually returned back this month. He was able to see, the leader of the Yoruba movement, Professor Banja Akintoye. He met with Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igbowo. I did ask him a lot of questions, during that interview with him yesterday and some of their colleagues. And what he kept on saying is, the Yoruba is a country that has been in existence, before the British amalgamation. And the recognition is what the representative of Nigeria and under the United Nations should be discussing during this 77. So last year, we saw that the Nigerian government literally also paid some individuals, put on a Nigerian outfit, and came out to say there's nothing wrong in Nigeria, everything is just working. But only for us to find out that $50 and $100 was actually paid, to these individuals. So this time around, we don't know what kind of what Nigerian government will be putting out there, to challenge those that are requesting that the United Nations should use this 77th General Assembly to look into the issue of Nigeria as a whole. I'm going to take one more, come back straight to you at exactly 11:22. Both accidents have actually claimed 5 lives in Bauchi, according to the lawmaker. No fewer than 5 people were killed when the boat that were capsized at the river in Jamara town in Jamara local government area of Bauchi State as a result of the heavy rain and the windstorm. May the soul rest in peace for those that have died. I'll come back now to you on the in the studio, Mr. Ache. Once again, this is Starr Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London at Wednesday, where we have a very short, limited time, because of the PMQ at exactly 12 p.m.
Yes, this is still live from the studios of our studios. I've got a few comments that I need to read out, but if you've missed out anything, don't worry. This evening it's going to be happening.
Adebambo, yes, Anthony Paul, yes, good morning, Mr. Koiki. Well done for a good job you are doing. The priest Oji says, Buhari used Yoruba land of Lekki access to build deep seaport for his originated home called Niger. Now, Fulani, his agenda is okay. Somebody said, I say, why are young generation that are supposed to enjoy their life at peak dying, but the older ones that the nation in problem are living but and stretched. The tide is turning now. Time has come to change. What change are we looking for? As we said, the Yoruba nation, yes, people are thinking we need to live. We have the Igbos thinking we got to live as well. But let's come to a quick one. We were talking about the UN General Assembly meeting that's going to be taking place and the fact that we're going to be championing some states are going to be on that. Professor Intoye did write a letter to the president. What has happened to that letter?
Well, and that's behind there is some of the the flyer that has been put out there, the diaspora mega rally that is coming up. Yes, the letter still have up to 16 more days precisely, because that will be the end of the month before we can get a feedback. But from what I heard from Prophet Ologunloa, that the president have actually acknowledged that letter, and that means whether they will now work on the peaceful request by the Yoruba self-determination movement, where we have about 200 different groups that have written that letter and sent on behalf of them, Professor Banji Akintoye, to the presidency, requesting that they have a peaceful dialogue, and negotiation on how Nigeria, would, how the Yoruba would eventually dissolve out of Nigeria without any problems. I did ask him, the expectation, and the outcome of these, United Nations General Assembly, and he did say that, it is going to be the last one, because we're not going to be going back there again next year when it comes to, this rally that goes on. He talked about countries that he has traveled through across as a student in Singapore, in 1998, when he called his school there. He talked about Fiji Island. He talked about, King Solomon Island. He talked about, other African countries. And he says that Ekiti State today is about 3.3 million population. And that is much more bigger in a country of its own than so many countries that he has visited. And the question then is, the mega rally that we're also expecting in Nigeria, according to him, will be led by Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho at the appropriate time when the date will be announced.
Okay, interesting then. I'll come to you. There's one other point that I wanted to bring across, but Ms. Gold, you said you were late. Thank you for joining us as well. Anambra, feel free. Yeah, you want to ask a question? Put your question there. We will answer it if we have the information. Yeah, so feel free to do so. It is Starr Radio Uk. But now we know that Nigeria is practicing some form of democracy, right? Now, when it comes to this part of the world, we know that there is a number of signatories pertaining to any situation. Number of signatories that you can collect, and once you have that number of signatories, the parliament has to sit and maybe they need to listen to a petition that you are putting across. Has Nigeria done anything of this sort in its constitution?
No, Nigeria as it is, do not have such at the moment. Once again, this is Starr Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Nigeria do not have such at present, but what we do know is that the African Union and likewise, as much as the 1999 Constitution is a very, very crafty way that has been crafted in a way not to give room to such a breakup out of Nigeria. But also we've seen that the argument has been in the court in Nigeria that some of the judges have said you do have right to self-determination. So that literally means that if you don't want to be part of the country, it is literally something that we should look into. I was actually and I'm going to be talking about that later on. There's a particular activist known as Aisha Yusuf, and she posted something on her Twitter handle that if this country is not going to work for every one of us, it is high time that we just allow ourselves to go our separate ways. But she still believes of view that it is because we shouldn't blame, the colonials, according to her, is the message. And I'm going to be playing that later on at 1800 hours during the Niger Voices. And that for me is something that will be a lot of challenges, because when people say we should just not worry about what happened in the past, we should just move on to what should have been done in 1960 when we had all these resources, and yet Nigerians still remain the capital poverty of the world.
Well, listen, if you are listening to us, what do you think is the way forward? Because when it comes to the Senate, or the what direction whether you have in Nigeria?
The House of Representatives.
House of Representatives. I don't know whether the North has got majority in there. If they have, then for sure you know that.
Oh yes, from the way things are, the North has the upper head as against the remaining the South and the Southwest and the Southeast when it comes to the numbers of our representative inside the Senate. So you will not get anything out of it because they have the majority.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. And that's what I said to Chief Sunday when I spoke to him the other time. So it's going to be difficult, but I mean, when the tough times come, the top guys keep on going, and then so we have to continue with the cause. If you believe in it, you have to stand for it, fight for it. It is Starr Radio Uk 11:30. Let me go back to Yomi. What are we looking at in a whole at the Niger Voices today?
Well, the focus was meant to have been more on the mega rally that is going up in New York from yesterday, and it's going to be lasting for 2 weeks. So we might have maybe a guest that will join us. I will be letting the studio know later on. But we will also be talking about the man, our brother, our uncle that died suicide in Liverpool. Who do you talk to when you are depressed? And what do we need to do? Again, because these are just something that is just coming up, we'll try to see if we can get an expert within the Nigerian community right here in the United Kingdom that can speak to us. So that, and then who should you also speak to within the community? We do have the Central Association of Nigeria in UK. I was able to meet up with the chairman 2 weeks ago, Saturday, during the Lagos State Union that they had and the island. And we hope that, we won't see such a very sad situation again within the community. And especially, also, we do also have the Yorubas that also have their own setup at the moment where you can walk in. And this has been put together, by, Dr. Okebeorukosi, where, just as the Asians, everybody have their own, community that you can talk to. We hope if you're depressed, you alert somebody or somebody alerts somebody so that we can find a solution so that we do not see such happening within our community again.
All right. Yomi, before you go.
Well, Archie will still be here. I was actually watching, the motorcade of the Queen coming back, the late Queen yesterday. And I'm sure Archie, will be discussing more about that until 12 p.m. when they'll be crossing over to the PMQ. It's a very busy week in the UK. So if you're moving around, please, do understand that there will be a lot of activities, especially for those that are probably not familiar, with the way things are being choreography right here in UK, especially, with these very important, incident that has happened, almost last week here in UK. So I'll be back again later on at 1800 hours, which is just 6 p.m. for those of you that probably would like to listen to Niger Voices. And I say to you, Mr. Archie, I'll see you later on. Have a very good afternoon. Bye for now.
Good afternoon. All right then. Yes, listeners, it is Starr Radio. It's a good morning. Yomi, he misled me. Well, it is still morning.
Well, it is still morning, yes. I'm just going to try and get my camera view back slightly. Bear with me as I'm bringing them back to me. We're just going to be talking for about a few minutes, not a long conversation. But since we are out of the studio, we might as well bring my face in. And then I can turn on the cameras. Some of the cameras are already on. Mighty Loshubu. I can see a lot of movement. Bear with me mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí níbikíbi tí ẹ bá ti tútù darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. As usual, èmi àbúrò yín náà ni Ọláyọmí Kóìkì of Kóìkì Media, where we continue. It is no retreat, no surrender. And that's one thing I always want us to put at the back of our mind. I can just put on my nice ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kan tí náà bàbá mi ṣe fìlà kan ní US, ẹ bá mi tètè ṣe, kẹ bá mi fi ránṣẹ́ kí n tètè change eléyìí tí mò ń dé so that ká tún ní another one. Gbogbo tí mo ní àti fi ránṣẹ́ sí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí, ẹ má bínú pé I couldn't come out this morning. It's been one of those days that you get a news and it gets into you. We're all gonna die, you know. I believe in that anyway. So, and to know ni kuma ni ko kuma niyen. I'm not sure why my camera is a bit dark. I hope I can see it is not dark on the screen. Okay, it's quite a bit dark. I'm not sure why. Okay. Oh, long fluctuate this particular phone. There is a lot that we need to always understand. Please don't tell me speak English, speak Yoruba and all these, you know. I was actually on a live broadcast yesterday when I got a news about one of my colleagues at the Abekuta Grammar School. I'm not going to mention the name, you know, just for because of the family. I was actually on that transmission when the news came up to me that he died in a country far away from Nigeria. He's doing very well. You know, one of the brains that you would also be looking up to when we have, if Nigeria was working, or if we have our own nation as we are clamoring for it, these are kind of experts that can give us everything we need. We have them all over the world and they are doing very well, very, very well. So it was a very shock to me to learn about his death. Death is something that we should not be scared of. If anybody is scared of death, then you know, you shouldn't be scared of death. It will happen. Nobody will always know. And death will always have one excuse about the lobby. Because later on is saying that I've been speaking to some of my colleagues. I've actually spoken to my head girl, my wife. She used to be our head girl. I've made a lot of few calls this morning to some Axoba because I went to Abekuta Grammar School, as I've always told you. The question then you ask yourself is, this is the life. As much as we believe that we are going to be here forever, you know, we're clamoring, you know, and then there was another one that also died in Liverpool. He actually commits suicide. Also released that KG. That one is already, you know, the face is already out in the public domain. DJ Ola, we call him. I have spoken to people that are very close to him in Liverpool. I've been on the phone throughout the morning. You know, this is part of what we deal with, especially when there's an emergency. And he's so shocked that he actually sent a text message or WhatsApp message to, you know, his loved ones, in the school, and saying, you know, and one of the children, you know, challenged him. He deleted the message. He actually told the wife to go and get something, and by the time the wife came back, it's gone already. So if you are, I know this is something that people think, cocaine shell ni abroad, when your man commit suicide in Loyimbo, these we don't know what a lot of people are going through. People are going through all kind of different problems. Problems or toto, and go through that everybody is managing. Shewari in Nigeria, problem ti ta kúrò nínú ẹ̀, it will be with us forever. ìyàwó kan send the debt kìíní Nigeria sí mi, one of our quiet listeners, and she's always giving us some areas that sometimes you go and look into it, you realize that, wow, it could blow your head off. The problem that we have in Nigeria as we speak right now is not going to go away, and that's a fact. So if anybody is thinking, problem Nigeria, especially in a clamor for election, because lójú yín lọ́kàn yín gbígbà tó yẹ pé tí a bá ti lọ ṣe election, problem yẹn kọ́ máa solve rẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ and our life will be better. Irọ́ ni o. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí àwọn olóṣèlú tún máa parọ́ fún yín níbi tí a dé nísìn pé Nàìjíríà ó sì máa dà. Blunt lie. Kò sí kankan tó ju pé bàbá irọ́ òun ni wọ́n sọ fún yín. Ẹ lè má gba gbogbo táwa ń sọ gbọ́ nítorí pé lọ́kàn ara yín àwa tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn pé ká kúrò ní Nàìjíríà ká dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè. Ẹ wo ntí prophet ológun olúwa ẹ wo tó bá wa sọ lánàá. Kò sílùú tí bàbá yẹn ò tí ì dé nígbà tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá. It's been to name those countries. Àwọn ìlú kan wà tí wọ́n tó Èkìtì state. So pé kí Yorùbá kó kúrò ní Nàìjíríà kò gbọdọ̀ jẹ́ wàhálà, kò dẹ̀ gbọdọ̀ jẹ́ ìjà. But because àwọn politicians ilẹ̀ Yorùbá deliberately wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kí a remain nínú Nàìjíríà káwọn lè wà relevant. That's all. They just want to be relevant. Honorable ló ń lọ yẹn. Mọ wọn ní kẹrí wọn ní party kọ dagbada kí mọ́tò wà níta àwọn ní air condition car mọ́tò tí wọn ní breakdown wọn ní bá yín wọ ọ̀kadà. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá tẹ wà nílé tẹ fi pé mo rí Jandon ó expect Àtíkù mo mọ̀ bí alẹ́ ní àbí lánàá ló máa wá bọ̀ mo rí tọ́tò chair rẹpẹtẹ ẹ wá dé fìlà wọ́n 1,000 naira. Mo lè bẹ́ẹ̀tì life mi pé gbogbo àwọn tó máa attend the event yẹn nísìn right ẹlòmíì nù yín látijọ́ tó ti bí yín tí nísinmi nínú Nàìjíríà. Ẹ wá ń feel pé politics tí ẹ̀yin fẹ́ ṣe tẹ́tí ń ṣe òun ló máa solve problem community, problem different things that you can think of. It's all lies. Yes, in your concept, they are all inconsequential, trying to be relevant. Thank you so much, Amayo. Kò sí kankan tó dàbí pé ṣẹ́rí tó bá jẹ́ pé àìtí ìgbọ́ àwọn àgbọ́yé àwọn nǹkan tá à ń sọ nísìn, it is still understandable in a little way. Àgbọ́yé tí mo mí pé wọ́n gbọ́ rárá irọ́ ńlá náà nìyẹn. Wọ́n gbọ́ wọ́n lè má gbọ́ àgbọ́yé pé kí ni ìdí tá ṣe ní ká dá dúró. But kò sẹ́ni tí kò mọ̀ bí a ti ṣe wà lénìí ní 14th of September 2022 tó lè fi ọwọ́ gbáyà tó sọ pé Nàìjíríà yẹn ìlú tó dání. Even tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá tẹ̀ fẹ́ Yorùbá nation. So kí wá ní in tó wá ń bà wá lẹ́rù pé ìlú tí a lè fọwọ́ gbáyẹ̀ pé ìlú yìí ìlú tó máa dání. Then please mo bẹ̀ wá tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́rọ̀ ọ̀bọ̀ báyìí ẹ má wá sọ pé Ọlọ́run máa jẹ́ kó dáa. Ṣẹ̀rí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó máa ń fẹ́ jẹ́ káwa fẹ́ sọ àwọn nǹkan míì tó lè jẹ́ káwa angry torí pé tẹ́ bá ti ń sọ pé Ọlọ́run máa jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà dáa. It is ọ̀rọ̀ àṣìṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ni àbí àṣìṣe mo mọ bí ṣe fẹ́ sọ Yorùbá ìmọ̀ pé Yorùbá tèmi ò dáadáa àwọn ọmọ lúkà nǹkan tó yẹ pé àwọn gbọ́ gbòógì Yorùbá dáadáa. It's a blunt lie pé Ọlọ́run máa jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà dáa It's a lie. Kò sí ẹ má mú ọ̀rọ̀ náà mọ́ Nàìjíríà. Pé Ọlọ́run máa jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà dá yẹn, it's àṣìṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ni. It's a complete lies. So tó bá yẹ pé tẹ́lẹ̀ tí àtẹ̀ ní ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ò pop up, even Nigeria can never be better. It can never be better because there are so many indices tí gbogbo wa tá a máa ń rí lọ́kàn ara wa. Okay, ó fẹ́ wọ iṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá, ó ṣe lè kọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ mọ èèyàn kan ní northern part of Nigeria kí wọ́n tó wọlé. Tí gbọ́rọ̀ tí mo sọ, ó fẹ́ join ọlọ́pàá ní Nigeria lénìí, wàá kọ́kọ́ láti tún mọ èèyàn tó máa link mọ́ north. Ọlọ́pàá nìyẹn ó fẹ́ join navy, oh no, àwọn iṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kò ń ṣiṣẹ́ tí ó wà fọmọ Yorùbá. Àwọn ọmọ Haúsá tipẹ́tipẹ́ kò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ pé torí pé a hate wọn, tipẹ́tipẹ́ lọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ táṣẹ̀ wá kàn rí nísìn tó ṣẹ̀ ń jáde nísìn, tipẹ́tipẹ́ ló ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ Haúsá wọ́n ní better opportunity ju ọmọ Yorùbá àti ọmọ Igbo. They might be calling themselves Biafra, but I use that phrase Igbo. Àti àwọn ẹ̀yà tó kù tipẹ́tipẹ́ làwọn ọmọ Haúsá yẹn wọ́n ti wà special. Wọ́n wà special ni àwa máa ní cut off mark because ìgbà tẹ́mi fẹ́ wọ secondary school, government college ló yẹ kí n lọ. Tó bá ní cut off mark kan tó jẹ́ bí 40, mo kàn fi ń ṣàpèjúwe, ọmọ Haúsá máa ní 10, òun dẹ̀ máa láǹfààní àti wọlé nínú same Nigeria yẹn náà ni o. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dẹ̀ ti ń lọ ti pẹ́, but àárí àwọn èèyàn kankan kó challenge. Wọ́n kàn fi yé wa nígbà yẹn, kí ni àwọn excuse tó tẹ̀ máa ń lò nígbà yẹn náà? I'm going to open the phone line, but please do not call my number that is not ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tí mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ ní Liverpool, ó náà máa ń wo program mi a sọ̀rọ̀ gan because close my own DJ tó kú yẹn. Àwa sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn kan wà ọkùnrin àtọ́bí ọkùnrin sọ́kùnrin, mo kàn rẹ́rìn ni ẹ̀gbọ́n ti pa mi ó ti rẹ́rìn yó. The guy shouldn't have died. There's no need for him to have committed suicide, but these things happen. Wọ́n ní Koiki táwọn bá ń gbọ́ ẹ̀ wọ́n á máa ní káwọn èèyàn kọ́ máa pe nọ́mbà kan pé ó dà pé kò yé wọn, mo ní ìyẹn mo ṣe ń ṣàlàyé. Wọ́n ní quota system, ẹ ṣe gan ni Pastor Mo Adesanya, but ṣé ó yẹ kó wá máa lo quota system ní north nìkan nígbà yẹn? Because ẹ bá ń lo quota system, it is part of the fraudulent system tá à ń complain lénìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dẹ̀ ti lọ ti pẹ́ because n tó fi mẹ́mi tèmi fẹ́ fi wọ secondary school, tèmi náà go through that same problem. Ó máa indicate pé gbogbo ẹ̀yin náà pátápátá láti generation kan sí generation kan. I don't know how long this quota system has been going on. Maybe somebody, okay, Moriya tó bí mi lọ́mọ, thank you so much, and she's going to guide me here. Wọ́n ní Yomi, you got 53 instead of 55 because ìyá tó ṣe wàhálà nìyẹn. I'm just saying my mom's message. I had 53% instead of 55. Wọ́n dẹ̀ jẹ́ kí n wọ government college. Kò ń ṣe pé a lè tẹsẹ̀ bọ́ káwa náà ká rìn sí, but ṣó yẹ kó wá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ òun ní béèrè because oh yes, àwa kan máa ní influence jura wa lọ àtayébáyé nìyẹn, kò ń ṣe pé torí anything. But tí àwa kan bá wá ní, I end up going to Abeokuta Grammar School anyway, and it was still a very good school. The standard, I'm not sure now, but the standard then was top notch. Tẹ́ bá wá dé Ministry of Education níjọ́ náà long, ẹ realize pé because mom see the àtọ́ débẹ̀ wọ́n sọ fún wọn pé any problem ẹ jókòó ẹ tẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ jẹun náà. Àwa wá rò pé gbogbo wa ní Nàìjíríà pé níyà torí pé education ò ń ṣe bàbàrà fún wọn lọ́hùn lọ́ ṣe ń lo quota system, but àṣé pé ẹni tó bá wá padà wá ní brilliant result tó ṣe tán tó lọ ṣe NYSC á wá di pé òun ò ní lè wá wọ iṣẹ́ tó jẹ́ iṣẹ́ tó dá dáadáa nínú Nàìjíríà. Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo sọ sọ yé yín? Ẹ mọ̀ pé a ti agree pé òkè quota system àwọn náà tó mọ̀wé ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó torí wọ́n invest síbẹ̀. Now ìbéèrè tí a ká máa bira wa ni pé àwa tí a wá mọ̀wé yẹn kí ló dé tí wọ́n wá fi wá sínú ibi iṣẹ́ tó dá bí iṣẹ́ navy iṣẹ́ Air Force yàtọ̀ sí navy àbí help me out ṣé iṣẹ́ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni àbí Air Force navy làwọn tó máa wà lórí omi Air Force làwọn tó wà lókè àwọn iṣẹ́ tó yẹ pé ẹ lọ wo Tolúlọpẹ́ Arótilẹ̀ yẹn as an example ẹ lọ wo brain tí ọmọ yẹn lè ní wọn kàn ní choice láti lo ọmọ yẹn bọ̀ wọ́n padà pa náà ni wọ́n ò jẹ́ kí ògo ọmọ Tolúlọpẹ́ Arótilẹ̀ wọ́n ò jẹ́ kó búyọ so kí nìdí tí àwa tí a wá ní good result kò ń ṣe Yorùbá nìkan àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò yẹn náà gbóná wọn yọ eruku ni but wọn ò ní jẹ́ kí wọ́n dé position àwọn náà tí wàá lọ gba resources wa àti tilẹ̀ Ìgbò wọ́n gba crude oil wọ́n pín díẹ̀ fún Yorùbá ìwọ náà gba kọ́tà kékeré kan máa fi ṣe lówó wọ́n gbé ìtókù wọ́n gbé lọ sí náà wọ́n fa epo rọ̀bì nílẹ̀ Ìgbò because epo pọ̀ níbẹ̀ wọ́n fa epo rọ̀bì whereas àwọn tó ní brain tó jẹ́ kó rán ní epo rọ̀bì yẹn irú ẹ̀ ni ìkànnà rẹ̀ tèmi tó kù yìí because tó bá jẹ́ pé Nàìjíríà ṣiṣẹ́ bó ṣe jẹ́ kó rí is meant to be in that sector kò ní lọ ṣiṣẹ́ ní ìlú tí ó kú sí there will be probability pé a máa ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn nínú Nàìjíríà and they will pay him the same amount of owó tí wọ́n san fún níbi tí kó tó di pọ́ lọ́jọ́ dé and the same is happening to so many of us that are well educated because some of us are not well educated. Àwọn ibi tí ó yẹ ká wà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá kò wá ń ṣe pé kò sí Yorùbá níbẹ̀ but wọ́n máa fi Haúsá kan òun ló máa fi ṣọ̀gẹ́ Haúsá kan máa jẹ́ ọ̀gá ẹ̀ wọ́n máa wá fi Yorùbá wọ́n lè fi Yorùbá fi ṣe vice chairman deputy kinní kan blah 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 blow 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 and eventually the line is open if you want to call into the conversation. I've actually get the line on so that we can have it as an interaction this morning. Mo kàn fẹ́ káwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń ṣe ronú sí pé Nàìjíríà go better. Ọlọ́run máa jẹ́ ṣẹ́rí Ọlọ́run yẹn kọ́kọ́ eliminated. Tí church kankan àti mọ́ṣáláṣí àti àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe tó bá ń sọ fún yín pé Nàìjíríà máa dá. Yeah, thank you so much. Air Force is different from Navy. Yeah, I got that. Thank you. It is a blunt lie. Ǹjẹ́ tí Yorùbá bá wá dá dúró, àwa la máa ní Air Force. Ẹ bá fi nọ́mbà síta fáwọn tó bá mọ nọ́mbà studio wa +44 74 04 40 5917. Àwa la máa ní the whole Navy. Navy yẹn ò ní jẹ́ ti Nàìjíríà mọ́. Àwa tá bá ti lè dá dúró ni o. Tá bá ti dá dúró, the Navy still remain under Nigeria because Nigeria is still a country until the country breaks away. But tá bá ti dá dúró, imagine gbogbo iṣẹ́ tí Navy and think about anything even up to the cleaner tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní Navy base àbí naval base lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ pé. Mo ti sọ military base, mo ti sọ Air Force base. Ó rà pé Air Force base kan wà ní Kẹjàbí. Imagine these three sectors. Mo ti sọ local police, irú àwọn ọlọ́pàá tẹ́ máa ń rí ti London Metropolitan tó máa ń dress tó máa ń dúró rárá. Every single one of them is insured by the government. But imagine pé sector mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yìí àwa la máa ní àwa ọmọ Yorùbá. Èdè Yorùbá la máa sọ nínú base ní máa tún máa sọ Haúsá, Ìgbò àti àwọn ẹ̀yà míì. Àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé later on tá bá ráwọn tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n wá gbaṣẹ́ síbẹ̀. But kó tó lè wá gbaṣẹ́ síbẹ̀, wàá ti ní pépà ìlú wa. Mọ bí immigration wa ṣe gbọ́dọ̀. Immigration wa ń ṣe tá máa fi ṣe yẹpẹrẹ. 14 years ló take mi ti Britain. Tí bá fẹ́ lọ join the military British nísìn, mo lè lọ join it because mo ti serve 14 years kó tẹ̀ tó fún mi níwèé. àwọn tó ń join the American military tó ń lọ serve tó ń fi ara wọn sílẹ̀ is because the service is needed. Ẹgbọ́rọ̀ yìí, sẹ́rí service, kí ni service? Àwọn iṣẹ́ wo làwọn yẹn ṣe? Wọ́n protect ìlú. Yes, one Air Force Base is in, PW in Ikeja. Thank you so much. Iṣẹ́ wo làwọn tó ń lọ ṣe, àwọn tó máa ń rí tá máa ń ṣe pé àwọn American soldiers, tá máa ń rí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá, ọmọ Igbo ń gbọ́. Bó ṣe lọ ṣe service yẹn, American government gan make sure pé gbogbo tó tọ́ tó yẹ pátápátá látòkè délẹ̀ láì fi kankan sílẹ̀, ẹ̀tọ́ tó jẹ́ kó fún wọn, wọ́n fún wọn ní àsìkò, ní the right appropriate time, even up to when they die in service. Mo ti fi kíní ẹ̀wọ̀n yìí, èyí tí uncle mi kan fún mi, ìyẹn la ṣe máa ń pa nǹkan ní fallen hero. Ojú window bí i ni wife mi ní kí n gbé sí, ó dà pé òun náà like it. Òun la ṣe ń pe àwọn kan ní fallen hero. But kí ni o tó di fallen hero? Wọ́n kọ́kọ́ make sure pé o gbádùn ayé. Ṣé wá rí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní military lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn? Are you sure that you have not been compromised by the current government that you call the shit hole country Nigeria? Now let's talk about all kind of jobs that can be available in those three sectors. Sector mẹ́ta péré mo ṣì ń dárúkọ. And this is now taking us to the advantage of being an independent country, not the Nigeria that kó tó lè join the Navy, kó tó lè join Air Force, ó gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́kọ́ lọ gbọ́ Hausa. Because tó o bá gbọ́ Hausa, probability ó wà. Ẹ jẹ́ n gbé map mi padà sẹ́yìn mi. Probability wà pé you will not be given that opportunity in Nigeria. Some will have that opportunity. So, à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ síbi advantage nísìn tí Yorùbá bá dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè. Àwọn advantage tí a máa rí, tá máa enjoy, òun ni pé àwa la máa jẹ́ the priority pé wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ employ. Kò wá ń ṣe dandan pé o gbọ́dọ̀ mọ̀wé àbó mọ̀wé. All we need is ǹjẹ́ a lè train ẹ kó máa wa aircraft. Àwọn kan ló ń wa fighter jet ti UK. Ibi táwọn máa wà ní pé wọ́n station wọn tó bá gbọ́ pín under 3 minutes fighter jet yẹn máa gbéra. Àwọn kan ni wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ orí omi láti make sure pé wọ́n patrol gbogbo border UK. Àwọn yẹn la ń pè ní ṣe Navy, Air Force lókè. Àwa láwọn kan tó ń pè ní Army. O ní rí sójà tó máa jáde lójú títì ní UK. Inú base ló wà. Tí problem bá wà níta emergency, òun ló máa ń recall wọn because nínú àwọn sójà tẹ́ ẹ̀ rí yẹn, wọ́n ń pè àwọn kan ní engineer wà láàrin wọn. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo sójà ló ń lọ jagun ló ń yìnbọn. Àwọn sójà kan wà, iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ní pé tí problem bá ṣẹlẹ̀, they are able to come out and refix the problem. Bí omi burst níbì kan ni, wọ́n ní láti sáré ṣe bridge kan ní quickly. Are you not thinking that these will all be Yoruba jobs? US Marine is well respected. Yoruba need to initiate search for its citizen. There will be a lot of different activities of different. Mẹ́ta mo ṣe dárúkọ. I'm just talking about 3 parts of security that will be, yes, no, definitely it has to be a full-blown indigenous Yoruba person. Because these are sectors that ìdí tí Nigerians army ṣe wà compromised lẹ́nu ni pé wọ́n ti infiltrated pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹ̀yà míì tó kì í ṣe ọmọ Nigeria, even though Nigeria itself is not a country. The Nigerian military has been infiltrated as we speak today. Ṣé rí gbogbo àwọn top notch ọ̀gá military yẹn 419 ló pọ̀ jù ní gbogbo wọn. They are all criminals that needs to be hanged. Criminal ni gbogbo wọn pátá látòkè délẹ̀ láì fi hàn kankan sílẹ̀. Tó bá náà wọn kì í ṣe criminal, wọ́n mọ̀ pé ipò táwọn gbé dání yẹn, right, is to suppress Nigerians. And let me say this again to those of us at home. Mo ń bá dáàdì wa kan sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá. Wọ́n ní kí ló dé tí àwọn èèyàn ṣì ń bẹ̀rù kó tó dípa go live lórí program tá a ṣe lánàá gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá ń jí ní New York ẹ máa jí sí center tá a ti máa ṣe the United Nations rally ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ fàyè sílẹ̀ kò sí bó ṣe lè le tó a sí ní military era ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa Taiwan lé mo fẹ́ ká gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo fi sọ níbi ìbàdàn dáadáa we are not in a military era we are currently in a civilian rule as we speak right now and nobody should threaten any one of you because sí níjọba sójà democracy ló ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ní Nigeria even as we are going out of the shito country. I guess we have a caller, and I hope the person.
Hello, sir.
Hello. How are you, sir?
It's too much.
Amen. I should go in. Like Barade do marry. Okay.
Gbogbo àwọn onímọ̀dàrú yẹn kò sí pé èmi lọ́gá sójà tẹ́lẹ̀ á lọ fún training á lè gba ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
Nàìjíríà ti gba ọpọlọ òun kálukú ọ̀rẹ́ dì
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
ẹni gbogbo analysis tẹ̀ ń ṣe pé àwọn tó engineer wọ́n ní functions tiwọn ẹni tó gbébọn ó ní functions tiẹ̀ ẹni tó wá aircraft
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
that's the vision of labour
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
everybody has his own ó ṣe pé ẹni tí ò mọ̀ ẹ̀yọ tí ò mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ń gbébọn ló máa bọ́ sórí feed ẹni tó mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ń wá aircraft ló máa tí ní kí pé mo lè yàn sí ó máa ní aircraft á lọ sí àlẹ́ kò tó pẹ́ ní ṣó ẹ̀wọ̀n gbogbo àwọn sẹ́yìn yẹn nítorí ẹ̀jẹ̀ kò jẹ́ ọlọ́run á bá wa gba Yorùbá ní
lágbára Ọlọ́run
ní ti ṣe pẹ̀lú ọlọ́run ọ̀nà ìtẹ́lẹ̀
àmín
ká máa dààmú báyìí ní sí ọ̀nà rí máa ọlọ́run á ṣàánú fún wa
àmín
àtẹ̀lẹ́ mi ṣe pẹ̀lú ògùn
àmín àmín àmín
ọlọ́run á kó ayọ̀
àmín
àmín ọlọ́run á kó ayọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wọn
àmín
ọlọ́run á kó ayọ̀ lọ́wọ́ wọn
àmín Allah
ẹ wo iṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ṣe yìí iṣẹ́ ńlá ni
ẹ ṣe gan ni
ọlọ́run sí Yorùbá má fi mídíà ńlẹ̀ o.
ọ̀nà àtúnṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni iṣẹ́ check and balance òun tó ń ṣe ní UK nìyẹn ntí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì fi ń function nìyẹn check and balance. bẹ́ẹ̀ni tó máa pọ̀ àdẹ̀fẹ́ yẹn nínú a nation tá a fẹ́ ní afẹ́tọ́jú àwọn èèyàn no it has to be an open one mo gbọ́dọ̀ lè kọ lẹ́tà sí Nigerian Yorùbá government ní any sector the only thing tó máa ṣe ni pé tó máa reply mi nílùú yìí wọ́n lè cover orúkọ àwọn kan but wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ £10 ni it's called freedom of information tí bá send us anywhere nílùú yìí wọ́n máa dá padà fún mi wọ́n ní 48 days if not even 24 days láti make sure pé in tí mo request fún yẹn ó gbọ́dọ̀ dínú lé mi láì kúrò nù lé mi mo dẹ̀ ní láti lọ bribe anybody wọ́n ò dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ compromise tí mo béèrè fún ṣe rí Nàìjíríà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ẹ máa ti lọ dádì intan ṣe ni pé deliberate act wọ́n fẹ́ punch nǹkan sínú system sórí laptop tẹ̀ ń wò yìí tí bá ti lè punch nǹkan sínú ẹ̀ ó ti log it in paperwork tó ń ṣe Nàìjíríà yẹn is part of the fraudulent system aláwọn èèyàn tó pọ̀ Nàìjíríà kí ló dé tẹ́ ẹ̀ fi wọ́n síbi iṣẹ́ èmi ti ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú Amnesty International rí nílùú yìí iṣẹ́ tí kàn máa ń ṣe ni pé 1 hour I can't remember whether kò tẹ́ mo rò kó tó 2 hours àwọn ló ń san oúnjẹ fún mi àtowó tí máa fi dé ọ̀dọ̀ wọn níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn voluntary work ni o kí ni mò ń ṣe fáìlì tó wà nù bẹ̀ yẹn kódà ó fẹ́ tó mílíọ̀nù but tèmi kọ́ ni pé kí n débẹ̀ kí n impute orúkọ email kí n add sí wọ́n ti ṣe system yẹn èmi á punch it in ibi tí bá ṣe dé màá tún dìde ẹlòmínà tún wá ṣe this is how information but tí wọ́n ò bá ní system yẹn ní ọlọ́pàá station ní police station àwọn 419 nílé dádì ìtàn ṣe ni pé ṣẹ̀rí tó fi ń kọwọ́ kọ́ yẹn ok tí èmi wá request fún kankan nísìn anybody tún lè kankan mi kó tún sign ẹ̀ níjọ́ yẹn but ẹ bá ti fi sórí computer kò ṣe yẹ ó lè edit but forensic ẹ̀ ó lè wà tá a bá fẹ́ find it out because tó bá yọ hard drive inú laptop mi nísìn wọ́n lè ṣe forensic ẹ̀ another job kan tún nìyẹn on his own but ẹgbẹ́ òsókè dádì.
Nígbà tí mo lọ sí Dubai ní 2017 mo tó 2 years ńbẹ̀ ìgbà tí mo débẹ̀ yẹn mo ní láti kọ́ṣẹ́ wẹ́tà aluminium welding.
Okay.
So But bí mo ṣe ń kọ́ sẹ́yìn, mo tún gba salary.
Yes. Ìyẹn ló ń pè ní get paid while you are being trained.
Ẹ wá wo nǹkan tó wá yà mí lẹ́nu jù. Nítorí mo débẹ̀ yẹn, first thing for that company, wọ́n gbé mi lọ sí hospital láti mọ irú àìsàn tí mo bọ̀.
Wọ́n lọ ṣàyẹ̀wò.
So at the end of the day, that very week, they gave medical card. Then mo gba Emirates card, which is èyí tó permit mi láti rìn all over.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ibi tó bá wù mí.
So that anybody bá dá yín dúró, ẹ lè nà káàdì ẹ̀ síta.
Anytime tó bá ti rẹ̀ mí báyìí, medical card yẹn ti bá ti dé hospital. Bóyá mo lówó lọ́wọ́ o.
Ẹ lówó lọ́wọ́
ìyẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Wọ́n máa trick me.
System tó ti wà available ni.
So mo ti ní Emirates card lọ́wọ́ àti medical card lọ́wọ́.
Ẹ parọ́.
Tó bá tún wá trick mi tán, medical card yẹn tó bá yẹ kó 20 naira bá ní treatment bill mi. Inú medical card yẹn wọ́n máa gbé bóyá 15 naira nú ẹ̀. Automatically medical card yẹn máa bá ń san 15 naira, máa wá san 5 naira.
Okay.
Tí mi ò bá tún wá ní 5 naira yẹn lọ́wọ́, kò ní kán máa fún mi lóògùn, kò ní kán máa fún mi lábẹ́rẹ́, wọ́n máa kọ́ sínú
orí system.
Ọkùnrin ní system mi pé mo bẹ wọ́n ní 5 naira. Mo lè lọ bí 3 times láì mú 1 naira lọ́wọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
They will teach me perfectly.
Because service yẹn wà very important. Service yẹn wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ fún yín ní service yẹn ìyẹn tó ṣe ń tọ́jú yín because again because wọ́n mọ̀ pé ṣe rí wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn náà need the service yín níbi tẹ́ wà yẹn because tí wọn ò bá need the service yín tí nǹkan bá ṣe yín báwo ni ẹ ṣe máa bá wọn ṣiṣẹ́ tí ẹ̀yin ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí welder.
Ayé yìí máa dáa ẹni ṣòfò ọmọ. Níjọ́ kan mo jòkó sí iwájú ìta bẹ́ẹ̀ ni máa nǹkan wá bá mi lárúbáwá ni ó bá kí mi àtàkìrà ó wá ní have you done your kidney test? Mo ní no. Ó ní go and do it my friend. What do you need? Do you need paper to approve you to go? Mo ní yes, okay, you can give me. Wọ́n fún mi gbogbo papers pé kí n lọ. Ibẹ̀ ìṣe free. Don't pay 10 kobo to anybody. Mo dẹ̀ lọ. Wọ́n ti medical. Wọ́n engine pátápátá ni. At the end of the day, doctor tí mo bá nígbà tí result mi wá jáde, doctor tí mo lọ bá hàn ní table. So bó ṣàkẹ́rẹ́ tí mo sọ wá ní, where are you from? Mo ní I'm from Nigeria. Wọ́n ní, yeah, this is my friend. I've been in Nigeria. I've been in Lagos. Abájọ sọ̀rọ̀. Tẹ́ bá rí hospital tí mo wí, mighty hospital.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Anywhere. Kódà kó jẹ́ local area. Àti àárín ìgboro ni o. The well-developed area ni o. The same hospital tẹ́ bá rí ní rural area lẹ́ máa rí.
Òun náà lè máa rí ní urban area, yeah.
So, èmi àti dókítà yẹn wá jọ sọ̀rọ̀ wá ní, my brother, your system is so clean because iṣẹ́ àgbo lèmi ti ní Nàìjíríà. So, gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí ó lè mú dọ̀tí kúrò lára mi tó bá bá mo kó lọ. Because business yẹn mo fẹ́ lọ ṣe lọ́hùn, but nígbà tí mo débẹ̀, owó license ó ti ga jù. So, ló jẹ́ kí n lọ wá iṣẹ́ mi pọ̀. So, gbogbo nǹkan yẹn ó help me a lot. Nígbà tí mo wá jáde síta yẹn, ojú mi wá ńlá gan yẹn pé, àtẹnu
inú darkness ni inú dark ṣẹ́rí kí n tó yẹ kẹ́ lọ dádì mo bá ọ̀rẹ́ mi ẹni mo ní mo bá ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan sọ̀rọ̀ ní Liverpool ẹni tó ti ń wá sí bíbà tẹ́lẹ̀ lára àwọn fámìlì tó máa ń ṣeré wá tó máa ń wá wọ́n ti ta gbogbo property wọn nísàn ti relocate wá sí London báyìí nísìn and in Nigeria is going down. So just to come back onto the conversation, thank you so much for the caller. It's 7 minutes past 12 and we're not going to be here for the community program so I don't want to stay too long. Somebody said I've done the ECG test without paying cover. Insurance covers everything. Let me say this. I'm focusing on the 3 units of a Yoruba security. To help me, anything with me, there'll be. Kódà, ma fẹ́ lè sọ pé iṣẹ́ tó ń bẹ nínú unit mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yẹn, I don't think some of you understand the magnitude of it. Military, Air Force, and Navy. It's round the clock, 24 hours, that needs people, and you don't have to be intelligent. Ẹ̀gbọ́n yìí bó tí mo sọ, kò ń ṣe dandan ni pé kí o ní orí tó pé all they need is ṣé o lè ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn then wọ́n máa wá fún ẹ ní ìmọ̀ àti gbogbo ohun tí ẹ kò ní to make the job enabling for you láti ṣe é ṣe. Kí lè part of that? O kọ́kọ́ gbọ́dọ̀ ní comfort. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tó wà nílé tó náà àwọn ṣiṣẹ́ nínú mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tí mo dárúkọ ẹ̀ nísìnyí wọn ò ní comfort. Kò sí comfort. Èèyàn kan ní I would like to work at the immigration department. There will be a lot of opportunities. There will be so much jobs that you will not. Sherry, and you come out, and question them, Mama Abere, and say, okay, Mr. Koiki, but kí ló dé tí àwọn iṣẹ́ tẹ̀yin sọ yìí, kí ló dé tí kò exist in Nigeria is because they don't want it to happen. That's the answer. It's a deliberate act. Wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ because tó bá máa ti ṣẹlẹ̀ pé àwọn tí mò ń sọ yìí, that means pé a lot of you will not rely on the politicians anymore. Okay, nígbà tó bá ní 5,000 lápò kò ń ṣe owó tó pọ̀ ẹ mọ̀ mo kàn ní 5,000 but at least 5,000 yẹn o lè fi jẹun nísìnyí kó mọ̀ pé tó bá tún dọ̀là wá tó ní 5,000 ṣé o máa lọ́ọ̀ bá politician ni. It's a deliberate act. So iṣẹ́ tí politician fẹ́ ni pé kọ́ da àgbàdo síta wọ́n lè da 100 síta alágbára máa kọ́kọ́ 50 a kò dání sọ́wọ́ 50 tó kù ọtún máa títí tí ó máa kú bí abí 5 tẹ́yìn kan máa jà sí. Nígbà tí mo lọ drop ọmọ Oòduà sí school mo wá ń wo àwọn bọ́ọ̀sì yẹn àwọn double decker yẹn àdúgbò yẹn ó wá ṣáà ó ń yí wọnú àdúgbò yẹn lọ. Nǹkan kan wá sọ sí mi lọ́kàn pé àwọn tó wáyé pé ìlú Nàìjíríà ni àwọn bọ́ọ̀sì máa dàwó gidi ni o because títì tó ń gbà yẹn is because the structure system yẹn ó lè hold it. Why should trailer be falling on Ojú Ẹlẹ́gbà road? Tí bridge yẹn ò bá ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ ṣe collapse ká build the bridge mi maximum under 18 months àti build the new bridge sí Ojú Ẹlẹ́gbà yẹn. Ṣé a ní owó yẹn wà? Ǹjẹ́ a lè rí owó yẹn? A lè rí because owó yẹn lọ sí north. And everybody knows that that's the truth, that Nigeria that they are trying to save. Because àwọn Yorùbá kan intervention ní sìn pé ẹ̀yin fẹ́ lọ save Nigeria as against pé ká withdraw kúrò lára Nigeria ká lè dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè, gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀yà, gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìran, gẹ́gẹ́ bí in tí ó máa ṣàǹfààní tó máa wúlò fún wa. And that's why I said sometimes it could be frustrating if people don't understand. The call is just hanging because of the amount of messages that I receive. Phone is going to charge it, so I'm just going to leave it there. So, Bichem Solo, before we start winding down, because Moni Lati Padawani, 6 o'clock again. I know Wednesday is always one of my busiest days as well. The Yoruba rally is going on. And let me just give us some of what we should be expecting this week as well. This week, there's a rally coming up in Abeokuta, southwest of Abeokuta. It's saying a rally. So the Obasa Sabo Mega Rally. This one is coming up this 17th of September 2022 near Gomeson. I do prefer to organize. I'm not the one organizing all these rally, but I am involved in terms of, the back end, I want to Djibouti preparation. I've been getting a lot of calls from yesterday up to this morning. So, and they will be running the Ijebu one for 2 days. Because they want to cover all the areas. Thank you so much. African Confidential say, I shall be at the United Nations rally today. Even if you're just going to be there for a few hours, just, let us go there. Thank you so much. And how many people are we still looking for the Ominira security account? Please remind me. I think it's 240 something. We still want $100 from each one of us. So that one is coming up on the 17th. Also, the Yoruba Nation Diaspora Mega Rally organized by the group, Prophet Ayodele Ologunlua. California, I'm aware that they're also going to be having a rally. They've not actually told me the date, but I'm waiting for them to confirm that. These are not the major rally that we're expecting, but it's a preparation in Lagos State. That one is holding as well. If you want to connect with any of these individuals, don't you rally? Not literally have to be from me. I can send you, their details, and I think they have their numbers there. Because sometimes maybe people think, that's just some of the mentality of some of the people out there. So you can connect with them directly. My hands are full already. I have a lot that I'm doing quietly in my own little way. In my own little way. And part of that is, I have 2 dates that have just been announced to me in under 12 hours. And I'm still trying to cope with the 2 dates. Especially one, Ajolosi Secondary School, we spent the 5 years or 6 years together, only for me to be told, he has died. Then the other person in Liverpool commits suicide. These things happen, but there's nothing we can do to that than to pray for the family that they've left behind. I think there's a call coming through. I'll allow the call because I'm still on the line. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kushew.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Yes, sir. Orúkọ mi ni Sunday Adéyẹrí láti Ìbàdàn.
Go ahead, sir.
Nigeria, orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá.
I'm going, sir.
Inú mi dùn pẹ̀lú bí ẹ ṣe ń explain látàárọ̀ yìí. Màá dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí àwọn tá a wà ní Nàìjíríà tá à ń ṣe campaign káàkiri láti máa explain irú àǹfààní tó máa wà nínú ohun tí a máa rí tá a bá dá dúró. Àwọn àǹfààní iṣẹ́ tó wà fún gbogbo àwọn tí ò ríṣẹ́ ṣe ń sìn. Tá a bá dá dúró gbogbo àwa tá a jẹ́ ọ̀dọ́ ló máa ríṣẹ́ ṣe. Irú gbogbo àwọn pé máa fẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn wa máa sọ fún àwọn òbí wa tá a bá ń jáde fún campaign. I'm one of them.
Okay.
And àwọn nǹkan tèmi náà dẹ̀ máa ń sọ ni.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't used to come out láti máa sọ ṣe pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn. Pé kí n ṣiṣẹ́ by time tí ó bá tó àsìkò mo ti pè ní time kan.
Okay.
Mo wà pẹ̀lú àwọn.
Number yìí wà save lórúkọ mi. Okay.
Àwa ni group àwọn ní Ìdó tá a sọ máa sọ pé àwa Ìdó à.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So mo dẹ̀ máa fẹ́ kí gbogbo àwa tá a bá ń jáde fún evangelism yẹn. Ká máa sọ àwọn àǹfààní tá a máa rí.
Okay. Ṣẹ́rí láti next week kọ́lọ̀ kó fún wa ní ẹ̀mí gúngbà àtàgbára. My focus will be more on the advantage. We've talked about all the problems. And bí ṣe kẹ́tó parí lẹ́nìí kódà mo ti mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ lọ sí UK government military website. Tí bàbá wa bá drop tán nísìn, màá sọ gbogbo àwọn benefit. The same benefit tẹ́ ń rí ní bíbá òun la fẹ́ ní nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ṣẹ̀rí Nàìjíríà bí ṣe sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan deliberate act ni pé báwọn ni sójà tún gbọ́dọ̀ máa jáde máa lọ ra ẹ̀wà àti búrẹ́dì níta. Sójà ó ṣe ń lọ fowó ara ẹ̀ lọ ra ẹ̀wà àti búrẹ́dì tó jẹ́ pé nínú base wọn oúnjẹ sùn lọ bí gbùlà because wọ́n ọ̀fẹ́ jẹ́ kó máa ronú pé òun tún ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ lọ máa wá ó dẹ̀ lọ ń gbóúnjẹ láwìn ni o. Mo gbọ́ lẹ́nu bàbá wa máa tó máa ń ṣe program yẹn ó ṣe kan lánàá náà tó máa ń dé fìlà white yẹn mo fẹ́ pè lórúkọ tí mo mọ̀ sí ni. Ó ní police station ní Ìbàdàn ìṣojú ní ọlọ́pàá yẹn ṣe ń gba aṣọ àwìn. Ẹgbọ́n sókè bàbá wa.
So àwa wù mí kó jẹ́ pé tí a bá ti wá ń jáde torí tó jẹ mí lógún gan jù nìyẹn.
Okay.
So kó má jẹ́ pé bóyá and then the way of approaching wa kó ṣe pé Yorùbá nation now.
Yeah.
Without
explaining what
benefit tá máa rí ń bẹ̀.
What very important.
A máa explain benefit tá máa rí tí a bá gba òmìnira. So that ọkàn àwọn èèyàn náà lè máa fà sí gbogbo bí a bá ṣe evangelism tá a bá ń ṣe yẹn. Because tá a bá sọ pé wà gba Jésù ní ìsìn tá a tẹ̀bí ń pa tá a sọ pé tá a fún lóúnjẹ. Ní kọ́ wá gbà lóbi tẹ̀bí ń pa tá a fún lóúnjẹ. Ṣùgbọ́n ohun tó máa jẹ́ àǹfààní wa lórílẹ̀-èdè wa yẹn tá a bá gbà so ká máa jẹ́ kí àwọn ènìyàn mọ̀. So yẹ nǹkan tí mo contribution tí mo kò fẹ́ tẹ́ bá wa sọ fún àwọn èèyàn wa.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni bàbá ẹ dẹ̀ pè mí lẹ́yìn tí bá parí program ká sọ̀rọ̀ so that ó láwọn kankan tá a máa fi bá yín discuss tẹ́ bá parí èkó ẹ ṣáà máa make it try me ẹ get me if nàìjíríà náà pé ẹ ṣe gan ni. A fẹ́ kí àwọn èèyàn wa bá wa fowó sí òmìnira mo ti fún mi ní update we need 224 more people mọ́ǹtì náà ni ó ti súnmọ́ I do prefer when they contribute £10, I'll be $10. Need the other time. We have a new caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Baba.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
It's our life, Belua.
Okay, I'm there for a quick you. Could you buy your Balash to Mario?
I shall do Mario.
You know, we don't come over the Amodu. I mean, call out there for one day. Balash to Mario. Could you buy your phone? I shall go. Sharing content Solata, move contribute significantly. Sharing content on the Pape, Fulani and Jolori, Kosirombe. Need to look about presently, anybody confirm it. Jabba lost in the immigration sector. One little boy, Fulani Koni, more interact, but more joke about it. We have be 10-15 minutes in the office. But I have to meet the Alma, I'm was between one share or Louis. So, but more Yoruba can learn well read, well educated Yoruba person. Me, but that I'm sending them to you. We don't know the WhatsApp. Okay, we can interact with you. But boy, but Nicola Boga only. We are on February. Molopoka went to check immigration of boss one in Nidiroko, but I be. But at the end of the day, that boy couldn't explain much to me. So, Musalo Bada or that young man to tell you Yoruba. Yellow explain further, no explain everything from Mapata, but Alabe Mofulani, so you call it. Alabe Mofulani, what a Pobe Yembe. So Mulati back contact no number of Yoruba. Law explain my shaking document on Niger wife, can stop and this and that. Could I call the bello also no to be awareness to create fun to be and go to the Kindle local like my logic in the great Sherry Kinney, shaking it all down about Tom Pobale about Nida Polico Comorara.
Okay.
Could you don't she love possible coffee jarring warning? Come on, need a relative pepe. General first class over a go, Olodo Mali look for Juno. Because of come up one. Olodo Mali look for Juno. I will only put one in Coton. I want to tell you one thing. Even that palace does not belong to that little boy. Don't because the little was a nuisance.
I think I'm up.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'm correct. Arami. You understand? So, but in that man, the palace, the palace does not belong to the palace, belongs to we the Yoruba, the old one. And one man, to finish this commercial, Nigerian police, they are criminals, like you said earlier.
Criminals, no.
They are criminals.
Deliberate act.
They are criminals. For 30 years.
Moment, láti sọ̀rọ̀ moment tó sọ̀rọ̀ àdá ìgbọ́n mi dáadáa ni mo sọ̀rọ̀.
Very good. God bless you. So mo ti padà sí Nàìjíríà bí for the láti o máa pé 12 years ní December tí mo ti padà sí Nàìjíríà mo invest mo dáko mo ṣoko ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ mo ṣoko pákí mo ṣe èmi ò jẹ́ tí mo pé Fúlàní wọn jẹ́ ń ba nǹkan jẹ́ ń gbà yẹn. They destroyed my farm also of 72 hectares of cassava plantation, 75 hectares, not acres. They destroyed it. Near Gosu village, be very close to Okeodo. Going to a war. Emi o mo ti gba ti baba wa so ni bo sese wa jade. Mo sha gba ti gba o je ko ya mo ko gba tale to je jade se le ko fe get popularity. None that he was there fighting for us. Ọlọ́wà pọ̀ pé ilé ọlọ́wà dẹ̀ tẹ́ mi gbogbo iṣẹ́ pátá ẹni bá sọ pé àní délẹ̀ lérí yẹn òun ní àmàbíṣàkàbàgùn délẹ̀ lérí ni pẹ̀lú àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan-an.
Adára fún ìbàbá o.
Ẹ ṣé gan-an ẹ̀gbọ́n mi.
Kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín o.
Àmín. Thank you. Because mo fi sáré gbé ìyá Oòduà because ń pè direct ni àfi tó bá máa ra credit orí Laika ni tí máa fi bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ torí èmi nílé pé wọn padà. Ẹ gbọ́n sókè ìyá Oòduà. Ẹ bá gbọ́n sókè díẹ̀ ohun yẹn lọ́lẹ̀ díẹ̀.
Mo kí gbogbo wa nínú ilé o àṣìṣe. Last time tí mo pè tó ìkí mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ bọ̀ mo ní pé o wà lórí fóònù o ò gẹ́ẹ̀tì nǹkan tí mo sọ. Mo ń pe gbogbo àwa tá à ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá yìí sí àwọn youth tó wà lórí TikTok. Nítorí pé mo tún ti bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ láàárọ̀ yìí àwọn bíi méjì ló ń sọ fún mi pé òkè mọ́mì nísìnyí ẹni kí Yorùbá dá dúró. Tó bá dá dúró, òkè àwọn Yíbò tó ní ilé iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ lábẹ́ wọn, ṣé wọ́n máa ṣé ó dáa kó lé wọn lọ farabalẹ̀ jẹ́ kí ọmọ yẹn sọ gbogbo bí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ṣe gbé sí. Nígbà tó wọ́n sọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tó mọ́ níṣó ti sọ̀rọ̀ tó bàbá oníbẹ̀ ni mọ́mì ìtòlíbi tó yéwu sí nìyẹn. mo ní ṣọfẹ́ gbọ́ mo ní ṣorí sí ilẹ̀ òkè mo ní mo fẹ́ mu láti bí báyìí mo ní bí kútọ́dún ṣe wà yẹn mo ní yíbo wà àgbà àbí òsì rẹ̀ ó náà wà ń bẹ̀ ó dálé ṣẹlẹ̀ àbọ̀ ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ó náà dálẹ̀ òkè mo ní ṣòwò pé àwọn ọmọ tó jẹ́ ọmọ kútọ́dún ṣiṣẹ́ lábẹ́ àwọn yíbo ó ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mà mo ní kí ló fà á ó lóun ò mọ̀ mo nítorí pé wọ́n tàbí òun sí ìlú yẹn ni.
Rule of law.
mo nítorí ẹ̀ wọn ò lé wọn torí tí a bá gba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá èyí yíbò á tẹ̀lé òfin ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ìyẹn ò ní kó lé ẹ̀yin Yorùbá tẹ̀ ìdíkẹ́ bẹ̀. ẹ̀yin youth ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ wake up mo ní mo fẹ́ bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ private àtàwọn tó kù ẹ̀. even olóòtú tó ń ṣe kíní program yẹn èmi kú ọ̀rọ̀ sí lórí nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n pọ̀ lórí TikTok yìí o wọ́n mọ̀ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá yìí o ó jẹ́ pé wọ́n gbọ́ ṣùgbọ́n
I think I'm going to start the TikTok live. We're going to start it live. Okay.
ọ̀rọ̀ tó pọ̀ níbẹ̀ àwọn Yorùbá
Okay.
ẹ kú ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá yìí sí wọn lórí torí wọn sí ìjà sí o
Okay.
Ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú wa o.
Àmín. Ẹ ṣé gan ni Yaudua. And she's not the only one saying this TikTok, and we will work on that. You're still watching a live transmission in the 14th, 25 minutes past 12. Mufesari She, and I'm going to be reading from these. It's called the Army apply.army.mod.uk. So this is the official website. See about to apply for Sheni or the UK military. So let me just go through what I can say here. Pay and benefit. You'll be surprised just how good. You'll be surprised. Surprised. We're not gba visa. Oh, bá ṣe tèmi náà. Hey, ṣé pé òun náà lọ rí Koiki ní ṣe mo ṣe máa pariwo yẹn. Ìlú ọba. Bí ìlú ọba ṣe wà tí Yorùbá nation bá dá dúró, we will not know the difference. And I'm not joking. The services will be top notch. There will be crime, but we will deal with them according to the law. And let me quickly emphasis there, Lori Nkoti Yaudua Solenko. This fear, pé taba daduro, kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Dangote business, kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí business àwọn ọmọ Igbo tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, because wọ́n wà káàkiri títí dé Ondo ni wọ́n wà tó ti operate. Nothing is going to happen to it. Kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣe any businesses. Tí ẹni tó ní business yẹn tó bá ti agree pé ìlú tí òun fẹ́ máa wá wà nínú ẹ̀ yìí o, òun máa pa òfin wọn mọ́. Ṣíkìní. Wọ́n ì tí bí mi dá ni mo sọ. Kí wà látà tó súnmọ́ mi kó gbé mọ́tò ẹ̀ dé. Kí wọ́n á ní mo fẹ́ fi ṣeré ọwọ́. Kó kọ̀ sáré fún mi ní kọ́kọ́rọ́ kí n sáré lọ síbẹ̀ mú padà bọ̀. Wọ́n bí mi dá tí kò bá sí orúkọ mi lórí insurance mọ́tò yẹn. That will be stopped as well in Yoruba land. O ní drive mọ́tò tí o lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti wa mọ́tò yẹn. Tó bá ti ń gbé mọ́tò yẹn kúrò nínú ilé, kọ̀mpútà tó máa pick signal mọ́tò yẹn pé mọ́tò tó ń lọ yìí o, èèyàn báyìí ló wà register sí, insurance kan péré là ń rí lórí ẹ̀, kò pé méjì. Tọ́lọ́pàá bá ti dẹ dúró, o need láti ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ fún ọlọ́pàá lówó because ọlọ́pàá ti wà in service tí à ń tọ́jú ẹ̀. Ìyàtọ̀ tó wà Nàìjíríà ní sí nìyẹn. Nàìjíríà ò tọ́jú yín. So all these, okay, very important. Koiki, even Mazi Simon is also on TikTok. Okay, I'm going to work on that. Emma Biafra, thank you so much, for that. So all these will be, I know somebody. No, you don't go know anybody. There will be rule of law. I am living in this country based on only one thing, the rule of law. When people try to compare me with Adeyinka grandson, I am not Adeyinka grandson. I've told you that so many times. The views and what Adeyinka grandson is different from what I'm saying. I am saying that we will defend ourselves. It is part of the constitution of another country like America. Tó bá lọ ṣe mistake wọnú ọgbà anybody America. Wá ti yìnbọn pa ẹ́ kó tó understand pé o lọ ṣeré níbẹ̀ ni. So saying that we will defend ourselves against invaders is not something we should worry about. I haven't talked about chemical weapons. Adeyinka grandson was talking about chemical weapons. Oh, that's wife minimum so Chemical weapons is not something you joke with. the world will come after you. He was talking about chemical weapons. I don't think some of you understand that. So when this view and this tone down there, think about it. I have lived there for 20 years plus. And the only reason I've lived comfortably is because I am abiding by the rule of law. All these Yoruba nation that we are saying, all this Parawani, it is not a crime because we have people that are already trying to invade and capture and kill us, and there is evidence to that. So I am not Adeyinka grandson. I do not agree that the British should hold him where he is, because it is the British that created the problem. And don't expect the new king to change anything on our behalf. We can tell him, just as there is so many countries now that are asking the question, do we still want to remain under the monarchy system? Now let's talk about the benefit of being a military personnel. We call them military personnel. And a military personnel does not literally mean every one of them carry guns. They will be trained how to operate gun because they might be needed at any time for that purpose. But does not mean that every military personnel in UK are involved in shooting and making any headway when they're going out. Some of them is just what they call logistics. Moving things from point A to B. Some of them are map designer. Some of them are just sitting down on a computer every day, and the job they do is to monitor that no terrorist comes into this country. Nigeria is a deliberate act not to work to make our... Okay, think about it. How can they say there's Fulani terrorists in 21st century and we do not see them capture their face properly from the top view of what they call the bird eye? There are so many drones that will be operating like the bird. They will probably not even know that they are drones. And if not that, there will also be what they call people that will infiltrate them. How can terrorists in Nigeria make calls from their location to you in your own location and they are receiving money? Does that add up? That will be the job of some of us, to make sure that we are going to defend our territory when we finally become a nation of our own. Some of you that are saying that this cannot happen in another 10 years, you are going to wake up one morning and you will find yourself in a Yoruba nation. The international community will have no other choice than to recognize who we are as a kingdom that has been there before. Baba wa konte ni pe ka lo ma ba king sọ̀rọ̀ pé ṣó mọ̀ pé a ti wà ní, they know. And he also says, I think, pé ká try, ká make sure pé, mo fẹ́ wá bó ṣe bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, pé kí lẹ́tà kan ṣáà jáde kó lọ láti, pé because since the British colonized us, Britain, a beautiful country that has done a lot of havoc outside. Shekusheye. They're taking care of some of us here. There's no doubt in my mind. Some of you look sick at all. It might be no see me. But I want every one of us to look like me, fresh. People are living in a very hot weather in Dubai, and they are still looking fresh, just as the last caller said. There should not be any reason why we should be hungry for food. Walk public transport, air condition, walk on the Queen Elizabeth line here. Oh yes, the Yoruba language will go off. People think that it will go off. Another 100 years if we do not get what we call our own. Sharing moment about the Yoruba nation. It becomes mandatory, automatic. Kò need the explanation kankan. Yoruba ni language tamamaso, but there will be English as a signage for every part of Yoruba land, and the transformation will go like that. let's talk about the benefit of the military, in UK. One is pay and benefit. Owó tó máa gbà àti kí ni àwọn àǹfààní, ṣé benefit àǹfààní ni àbí ló mean àwọn àǹfààní tó máa rí. You will be surprised just how good the benefits are. Often who I want you pé ẹ wá darapọ̀, because not everybody wants to go and join the military. Even here in UK, some wants to join the public sector, where you will just be, I don't know what you'll be doing, whether working in an insurance company that works. Insurance then someone totally paying out. Oh, I have been paid out at least a meta, if not a meji, through an accident that was not my fault. I got paid up to £10,000. Nílùú. And woman, I've lived there for 20 years. Ìgbádùn yẹn lèmi náà wò pé ṣe jẹ́ ká gba Yorùbá nation kí nídìí pé ọmọ ọ̀tá mo jáde nísìn. I haven't driven in this country for 2 years. Mo ti sọ fún yín so many times. Kò yẹ pé mo ní driver license. Clean one. Tó ní point lórí ó wà lọ́wọ́ mi. But kò ń ṣe necessity. Public transport. Mo mọ time tí bọ́ọ̀sì máa dé sí bus garage. Tí máa dẹ̀ wọnú ẹ̀. Tíyàn kàn ní yamí láṣọ ká tó débi tá à ń lọ. Tó o bá sanwó lórí bus náà ní move nílùú yìí. Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run. System ni. That is the system that they don't want to happen in that shit old country. And we don't have to worry about it. Let's allow Nigeria to dissolve. If Nigeria dissolve, mo rí ṣé àrólé tó máa ń ṣe wòlíì yẹn, wòlíì àrólé, ó ti wà London nísìn. Àwọn máa gbádùn kò sí tó kàn wọ́n. One of them, 3 of them like that. Tó bá dé Nigeria nísìn, á di motivational talker. A máa sọ̀rọ̀. A máa ní kẹ́ bẹ Ọlọ́run. Òun wà London ní sọ máa ṣe ọ̀dà bí kò rí lórí Instagram náà ni. Ó máa wà ní kinní kan church kan ní ọ̀nà Camberwell níbẹ̀ yẹn tó máa ṣe 10 down bí i 10 triple àbí àdọ́ọ̀nù mọ̀ iná máa fi wọlé. Ó dà pé kinní náà Sabuni ni ìtò accident ní weekend. Ṣé Sabuni àbí kí lẹ́ ń pè? That skit guy. Ó dà pa ní package mo bọ̀. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá. Àwọn ìgbà pásù mi yóò wá ní ìlú. Thank you. Daily ni ẹ̀rọ mọ̀ṣẹ́ tí post office owó tí post office make kò ṣòwò kékeré. Post office business or post office is another $1 billion industry or public sector. Or what is not public because public no la máa pè because government ló ní. Mr. Koiki, help us to be putting all this program in WhatsApp. Ẹ̀yin náà ni kẹ́ gé ṣe rí iṣẹ́ tèmi. And that's the good thing about technology. Hey, Laurie, why not a screenshot? I'll be screen record. Says, yes, Sabuni. It's coming to London very soon. I'm not that we have any problem with them, but we are talking about, we want every Yoruba. I don't want you to think like that. I want us to live a life where as long as you cut your coat according to your size, tí bá lọ ra mọ́tò nísìn tí mo rówó insurance bàbá problem ni. Ọlọ́pàá ò ní bá mi gbọ́ pé kí ló gbé mọ́tò tó ń wà. Gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n wa tó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, gbogbo wọn wò mí báyìí nísìn. Ọlọ́pàá ti gé ìyẹ́ wọn. Wọ́n pọ̀ ní gbogbo South East yẹn. Wọ́n bí wọn dá nísìn kan gbé mọ́tò síta. Wọ́n lè má ṣe yẹn nígbà kan bí i 10-15 years ago. Because ọlọ́pàá náà ti gbọ́n bó ṣe ń ṣe lọ́n upgrade system. Gbàtẹ́mi dé ní 1998. Kò tí ṣe àwọn system kan tó wà ní mọ́tò ọlọ́pàá nísìn ó wà fully equipped even up to fire extinguisher. So let me talk about the benefit quickly. 1 o'clock I'm apparing to it, so I have 20 minutes more. I'm not going to take any more calls because mo fẹ́ kí message. So èyí tẹ̀ ní Mr. Koiki bá wa gé kíní sórí WhatsApp. Iṣẹ́ tẹ̀yìn nísìn ni pé tí bá parí program yìí ẹ rewind níbi tẹ bá fi pé ọmọ ibi tí bọ̀bọ̀ ti sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ẹ ṣe screen record ẹ jù síta. Lórí YouTube gan ìyàn lè kọ́ ti section tíyàn. That's the beauty of it. Ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ yín di pé ṣẹ́rí mo understand táwọn èèyàn bá ní pé àmọ́ irọ́ ni. Kò sí nǹkan tíyàn mọ̀, èmi náà mọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ tán. Somebody said they revoked my license when I came to UK in 2016. Kí ló dé? Tó ṣe revoke ẹ̀. Bí wọ́n fẹ́ kẹ́ tó lọ túnṣe again. Mine is still there. Àǹtí bá dẹ̀ fi pé mo fẹ́ jáde pé mo really desperate. Mo lè lọ gba courtesy car I got for any license meaning. What is how many days? But I don't. The UK public transport only the best. Only imagine the best like by you. But no, mo gbé bá fún wọn UK. Kò síbi tí mo fẹ́ lọ nísìn títí di òru àdẹ̀fẹ́ ká máa gbégbé ìjayà. Àwọn àǹfààní tá à ń sọ pé ń bọ̀ lélẹ́yìí. Èyí tẹ́yìn ṣe sọ pé bí máa pa yín yẹn ẹ fọ́gẹ́ ebi wo. Tí rollover oúnjẹ mama ìwọ gan mama béèrè pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Now let's talk about the benefit. Tí o ra ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ jù ká má gbàgbé. About army pay, do you know how much will I earn? More money in your pocket. Òyìnbó nítorí fi dáná lélẹ̀. Àwọn lọ ní lọ́wọ́. Ẹgbọ́n kan tó kọ́ wọ́n ní benefit about the army pay. Èyí tá mi máa gbà. Do you know? Wọ́n béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi pé ṣé mo mọ̀ pé owó wà bí kíní ìjẹ́ wà lọ àbí kí n lọ di military soldier. Ṣé wàá mọ̀ pé gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣe military ní Nàìjíríà tó oppress yín, most of them are trained in Sandhurst. Ibi tó ti train títí dé Buhari gbogbo pátápátá. Sandhurst ni mo wọ́n ti train. But wọ́n délé nísìn. Germany is also a very good one when it comes to transportation. So now let's take a look at, kill our benefit here. Let me read it quickly. And I'm going to share the link. You can go and do your own. Join me. I don't know about that. Báwo mi ṣe máa gba visa UK? Èmi ò ṣe visa o. Béèyàn kan bá ní òun lọ forúkọ mi lọ fi ń ṣe visa, ẹ sanwó wọn gọ̀ nìyẹn o. Èmi ò mọ̀ pa visa o. Mo ò dárúkọ visa lájọ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá. Yorùbá nation ni mò ń ṣe o. Mr. Koiki bá mo ṣe fi crossover bó bá ṣe wọ́n ẹni o. Tó bá sáà ti dé bíbà Ọlọ́run bá ń kẹ́ ẹnìyẹn ó dé bíbà. A career with us offer you challenge and adventure that you simply can't find in any other job. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó yìnbọn sọ níbẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ bá mi ṣàyàn gbé fún ẹ. Ó ní wá ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú wa. Kó wá rí challenges, kó wá rí adventure tí ò ní ever rí ní gbogbo iṣẹ́ láyé. Because when you are a military personnel, you will go through rigorous training. And you will enjoy it. To bá ti ní sùúrù. Add in competitive pay and plenty of travel. In fact, you will be surprised at just how good the benefits are. This is why we are saying we want Yoruba Nation. Shuri, thank you so much. Free to tin. The more we are inside, Quick, I got 5 types of voucher. I can give any fool I want, any freedom card. Taxi, free card in UK is the best worldwide. Thank you. When we talk about the benefit, we are not talking about the benefit of the corrupt Nigerian military system that only favors. Even the Yoruba doesn't want a system that works. That's why they're not supporting Yoruba Nation. I want the Koda, to buy the commit offense, by Yoruba Nation. I must be taken to the court of law, and the law must serve me whatever the Constitution says. Everybody wants to bribe for something in Nigeria today, even including the Yorubas and even the Biafras or the Igbo or the Arewa and all other ethnic groups that are there. Everybody just wants the corrupt system. Kí ló ṣe ti gbé call wọ́n ṣe kéèsì Ikekere Madu ìwọ wá ní ọmọ George ní UK ó ti fẹ́ lọ sẹ́wọ̀n ẹ̀yìn ríyàn kankan tó jáde tó ní ọmọ Ikekere Madu mọ́ nísìn kéèsì tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ tó ti dé high court tó ti dénú high court ó wá ní MP kan wá náà òun mọ̀ òun máa bá a pé George láti ṣe kí ni irú society tá à ń fẹ́ nìyẹn kò ń ṣe èyí tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Abuja jẹ́ ń sáré bá yín pàlájì ẹjẹ́ àpàlájà ẹjẹ́ àpè pastor ẹjẹ́ àpè bishop a máa yanjú ẹ̀ lẹ́ ọ̀dẹ̀ máa yanjú kéèsì. There are so many cases that are buried. We'll never know what actually happened in your shit old country. You can't live in that society and say you are, that's why people say Nigeria is backwards. Yeah, DJ Ola died in Liverpool commit suicide. Tẹ́ bá lọ sórí Linda KG, you will see the picture. Them is so rest in peace. Àwọn tó ṣèrè. Ẹ wá gbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ. 38 days paid leave. A máa sanwó fún ẹ fún 38 days. Ibi tó bá wọn èlò lè ṣeré lọ, ṣe fàájì lọ. That's what you should expect for Yoruba Nation military personnel. Subsidized food and accommodation. Mo no like ibẹ̀ yẹn. Àbí nígbà tí mo tẹ̀ wọ́n nígbà tẹ̀ ti lọ join the soldier. Bàbá mo ṣe fẹ́ join soldier nígbà tó fún mi níwèé. Ẹ̀rí pọ́rọ̀ yẹn lè díẹ̀. Báwo mo ṣe fẹ́ di soldier nígbà tí wọ́n fún mi níwèé fún 14 years. Ìwọ wá ní Britain to colonize wa. Tọ́ní mi Commonwealth. Èmi wà nínú ìlú wọn 14 years wọ́n fún mi níwèé. So báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ di soldier? Because wọ́n nígbẹ̀ tó bá níwèé. Ṣẹ̀rí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. Ṣẹ̀rí reason tó èmi ṣe ń tara. Èmi á máa tara because èmi wà ní system tó collapse so many things tó yẹ kí n ṣe. Mo sọ fún yín pé mo ṣí company, mo dé court, wọ́n bi mí pé ìwọ máa tẹ̀tú láyà o ṣí company sílùú tó ti gba ìwé o lọ close it down ni. And you are now waiting for that same country. Kùkùté wá ń káàkiri nísìn, ó ń káàkiri báyìí. Ẹ ṣáà ti mọ Kùkùté bó ṣe ń lọ báyìí ló ń lọ báyìí. Kùkùté tó wà ní Nàìjíríà yẹn kì í má dárúkọ ẹ̀. Bó ṣe ń lọ báyìí ló ń lọ báyìí. Òun wá ń sọ fún yín pé ẹ má wọrí o PVC yẹn ẹ fi lé wọn dànù. Èmi tí mo wá sílùú wọn wọ́n fún mi ní àǹfààní bóyá mo bá ti lọ ṣe military èmi náà ti wá máa subsidize owó lé mi wọ́n máa fún mi ní wọ́n tún ní subsidized food and accommodation. Mo rí ibẹ̀ yàrá Felicia wẹ́ mo kí gbogbo yín pátápátá. Ìdí tá a ṣe ní ká dá dúró nìyẹn o. Because you do not understand that the country that created the mess is now adding me as a Commonwealth, but 14 years Abaonfa into Tonle. Abaonfa into immigration is not a disease. Báwo bá ti gba independent sovereign nation wa, immigration wa, kódà mo gbọ́dọ̀ kà nínú constitution yẹn dáadáa. Lédè Yorùbá ni o pé nǹkan báyìí. Oh yes, there will be process. There will be process how you will get your status. Bí ẹ̀ ṣe gbà, ó máa yàtọ̀ sí bí ẹ̀ ṣe gbà. Ìyẹn mo ṣe ń sọ pé a lè lo template kan láti fi gba Yorùbá nation. Kò possible. Gbogbo template ní kájú síta. But the most important thing is, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wà ní New York, ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn ní, ẹ má sọ pé mo ní time. Bí ẹ ní time yẹn tún fẹ́ ká padà lọ ní next year, ká tún máa, Yorùbá nation now. Àbádẹ́ ti ṣe níyẹn ní last year. Let's not do. Let's push all our effort now. I know some of us are worried. Media kọ́ ló fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation. Look, èmi sáré tèmi, ẹ̀yin náà sáré tiyín ni o. Ẹ̀yin media tẹ́nu yóò kò ṣìwọ́. Ìyẹn ọ̀dáṣẹ́ Yorùbá nation dúró, iṣẹ́ tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ni. Thank you so much, Mr. Olowa Gift. Mickey Babs, thank you so much. Free, mo like it viva. Ìyìn tèmi tó clean yìí tẹ́ kí n lọ ti tidy off there àbí. Ẹ̀yin goro, àrí goro gan jẹ. Àróbì jẹ. Mọ iye tí Obi make fáwọn tó lọ Brazil. Obi business gidi money. Tó yẹ ká èmi ò tẹ́ wọ́n ń ta gan nínú gbogbo àwọn store tó yẹ pé tó bá yẹ pa bá package ẹ̀ ta mọ ibi tó ti ṣe ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí a sọ pé tẹ́ bá fẹ́ mọ ibi tí ó ti ṣe tó yẹ pé tó bá jẹ́ Tinubu run ẹ a máa lọ sí fáàmì ẹ lọ find out kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Obi Obi wọ́n ní free dental and medical care. What else do you think of? These are the benefits of the military personnel in UK. Free dental. Ẹ̀yin ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin ẹlòmíì nílé ní kàn sí àwọn tó ṣe yín mi irọ́ ló pa ó yẹ kó ti lọ tọ́jú ẹ̀. Owó tó sì ni. Ṣé wà látà ni mo rí nísàlẹ̀ yẹn tó ń pín okay wà látà ni. Free pension. Ìwọ àwọn ìyá wa tó ṣiṣẹ́. Nigerian Airways, Kinikan Airways, private ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú state, ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú federal, ẹ̀rí pension yìí gbà. Ànorógbó bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ẹ mọye àwọn tó ní orógbó àti obì níta. Yorùbá pọ̀ káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé. Wọ́n lo obì wà lára tó jẹ́ nǹkan kódà tó bá fi ṣe anything is part of our culture. Obì là ń sọ yìí. billion business. Kódà ó yẹ ká tún ṣe tó yẹ ká tún máa design ẹ̀ fáwọn kankan rí. Ẹ mọ̀, it will just be creative. The reason that we are creative is ni pé tí ìrò oúnjẹ jẹ báwo ló fẹ́ ronú. Deliberate art ìwà wa ń ṣe. Politician ẹ lọ wo fídíò kan lórí Punch. And Nigeria is a mad country. 140 tí Buhari máa drive kọjá. Mo rí lórí Punch báyìí lórí Instagram. Ẹ lọ sórí Instagram kẹ lọ wò. Èwo tún lélẹ̀ torí Ọlọ́run. Tí ìrò omi fi paná àwọn ibi tó ń jó wọ́n wá ń fi omi wọ́n fi ń fọlẹ̀. Kò tí ì sómi tó wọnú ilé. Ẹ ṣe gan-an ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Tony Jays àti Peter Kola Treasury Road welcome on board. A fẹ́ parí ètò yẹn 1 o'clock. Kan ikùn mi ti ń ṣe tán tí ń kọrin. Ní kílódé tí wọ́n náà jẹun ìwọ́n oúnjẹ wà nù lé Koiki ẹ máa ń yọrọ ẹlẹ́nu báyìí tó wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé ò tí ì jẹun. Qualifications ẹ wá gbọ́ bíbáyìí. Qualifications and apprenticeship and world class training. Tó yìnbó bá sọ pé world class training kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run wọ́n ṣeré. Some of you do not understand that not fighting to get this Yoruba nation. Imagine if I even wanted to join the military nígbà tí mo kọ́kọ́ dé, I can't because mo ò níwèé. Maybe now, but nígbà yẹn, I can't because wọ́n fún mi ní access. Let's come out of Nigeria. Nigeria has nothing to offer us. Yoruba Kingdom, Yoruba Nation, Oduduwa Republic would have a lot to offer us because we will be able to monitor ourselves up to the last man standing. Lè monitor. Nebo èmi nísìn mo ní láti worry ara mi. Tó bá jẹ́ fídófà àbí wèrè ló wà ń bẹ̀yẹn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì mọ̀ èmi lè máa mọ̀ òun náà lè máa mọ̀ owó tó máa ń parí what is he talking about? He's talking about just this. Nigeria can never work. Forget about any church that say hey let's pray for Nigeria. Ẹ jẹ́ sọ fún wọn pé you are mad pé church Nigeria lè pray for. Let's forget about Nigeria. Let's now leave the sentiment. Any sentiment làwọn ọmọ Yorùbá kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣe ń ṣe. Àwọn kan lè ní wọ́n o. Wọ́n ò fẹ́ jẹ́ ká lọ nítorí pé corrupt system yẹn. Wọ́n fẹ́ bí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi kan ṣe sọ. Wọ́n fẹ́ káwọn àwọn náà fẹ́ dolówó lórí ẹ̀. Kó sáré lówó. Rallies America, rallies London. And at the end of the day, ilé ayé náà ni. Now, ẹ wá gbọ́ bí tí owó yẹn wà gangan. How much will I earn? Èló la máa sọ fún mi tí bá ṣiṣẹ́ military personnel. The current rate for soldiers starting of these roles are ẹni tó bá recruit tó wà in initial training £15,985 per year. Need láti ní qualification kankan. Pé wọ́n kọ̀ lè fi pé recruit nìyẹn o, wà kọ́kọ́ máa gbowó, wà tún máa ṣe training. Morimbe, Mr. Michael Cross. Thank you so much, all those of you. Mr. Sunday, even if it's 100 naira per day, all Yoruba Kingdom should be paid so that no one will go hungry. You're right. Àwọn èèyàn máa bèrè pé bọ̀ ṣáà ní gbogbo owó tẹ̀ ń sọ ìṣá tàbá dádúró gbogbo tẹ̀ ń sọ ìṣá kí owó tó ń sọ ìṣá tó máa materialize. Let's just give it a shot. But some of you are still also one leg in, one leg out. Ọmọ ẹ̀ka tẹ ẹ̀yẹ́ Tinubu lọ sí jàre ẹ̀yìn gbogbo Yorùbá nation. Tinubu wá di débẹ̀ ní sí gbogbo ọmọ àdá irọ́ ni o. Plant lies. Láti kó bá débẹ̀ kò rí nothing ṣe. Bí Peter bí bá débẹ̀ worst case scenario. Our best bet is to allow Nigeria to go. Sky Idris, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Boy. It's the fact. I was just fortunate to be living here. Nothing more than that. It could be you doing this. I know sometimes, you could watch my program like, I'm a boy, your boy, man. But I'm telling you the fact. You can read it here. A private person, of course, private, no one told me by that, we get £20,400 a year. And to Bawaje Lance Corporal, 27,326. What is Soyeti Magba? Nigeria? Baba Soyeto Magba gon se, Oga kun tún máa fẹ́ yọnu ẹ̀. lè gbèrú ayé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mọ́. DJ Kenzie, thank you so much. Yoruba Nation not going back. Yarukayat, we have so many things. Muyiwa Sinuga, Moki, we have so many things to benefit from Yoruba Nation. Otipoju. The fact that we at the Makoko change identity wa yẹn, ìyẹn lásán ti tó. Taba wa commit crime níta kọ́mọ̀kọ́mọ Yorùbá ni. Eléyìí tó ń kọ́ kó gbogbo wa papọ̀ Nigerians. Ta ni Nigerians gan àmọ́? What is Nigeria? Kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀. Who gave them the audacity to add us together? Our youth. To you, you are not concerned, Abi. You are busy. Yeah, busy youth. Our youth are busy in an economy that is going down. Our youth are busy in a society that disrespects and does not value you. Busy youth that they will kill. Nobody will say nothing. Moki Mr. La Kunle Paulo. Moki Obentewa ni Jamaica. All African countries. Moki Babawa Professor Banja Kito Ikatuma Parito. Babalano fún rẹ̀. Moki Professor Adewale Adeniran. Moki Yawa Mrs. Modupe Onitiri Abiola. Moki CSR Igbowo Òòṣà. Rally ń bọ̀ nílé tí Igbowo máa lead kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run. Prophet Ológunlúwa tó sọ àwọn kan lánàá ó tún jẹ́ kára mi bù máa ṣọ. CSR will lead that rally. You don't need to have Yoruba Nation outfit or anything. Just prepare for it. The youth are busy watching Baby Brother. Okay. Corporal will get 31,869 a year. Kò tí sáwọn mèdùmẹ́dùn other things o. Sergeant will get 35,853 a year. About the army pay, each year, everyone in the army receives a pay rise. Even each rank has a pay band. So you will be rewarded as you progress in the rank. So army job pay higher than the standard rate of pay. And I'll leave it there. That will be some of our benefit of Yoruba Nation as well. Moki Ugbeyi, beautiful, beautiful sisters Metewa all over the world, working day and night. Tabadi, tọ́jú ọmọ kékeré níta, bọ́bá gbá wọn létí wà sọ̀rọ̀. Ìyá máa ń jẹ Yorùbá o. Ayé tó dára wá o. We are just in a wrong system. And I'm not joking. Ó wà ní gbogbo Arab countries. Not that they are not okay, but I can imagine those in those Arab countries. It's a complete total mess. And to buy the abroad, I will abroad. When to figure abroad, thank you so much, Clement, on the Instagram. And on that note, have a very good afternoon. I'll be back later on Niger Voices on Starr Radio UK. It is your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Moki gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí níbikíbi tí ẹ bá ti wọ. Mo kí Chief Amamile Yorùbá, mo kí bàbá wa Gẹ́gẹ́ Ojú, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olóòtú lọ́tùn lósì. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Ọlákúnlé ẹ lọ máa gbáradì. Igboho is going to lead the rally. Nobody has a date yet. Gbogbo tí a ṣe ń ṣe preambles ni. The main rally is coming very soon. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Libya. Mo kí ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ. Mo kí àwọn family mi. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń tọ́jú wa lọ́tùn lósì. Koiki, we appreciate you. I also say thank you so much from the bottom of our heart. Itagbedani, no retreat, no surrender. I have all the time. Especially I'm going to have more time very soon again. More time with more energy so that move video yẹn slice sí kékèké ṣá kékèké to 2 minutes 50 seconds pín káàkiri. If you want to make use of the video again, fine. You don't need to contact me. Just pick up the video. Làmọ́ page ẹ̀ kó máa lọ lórí ẹ̀. Download ẹ̀ gbé sórí YouTube page tọ̀rọ̀ tiẹ̀ náà. Kí ló wà ń bẹ̀? Download the video mi gbé sórí YouTube page mi. Kó máa wò lọ. Káwọn èèyàn tún lè máa wò lábẹ́ mo kí bàbá wa wo TV kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín lórí platform yẹn. Mo wá kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá àtàwọn tó support but ẹ̀yin tẹ́ support forget it. We the Yoruba nation people are the one on the right track. Election is just the Western world to keep Nigeria together. Ẹ̀yin gangan ò ní gbádùn ẹ̀. Imagine ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sáré fún Nigeria, ẹ̀yin ò ní gbà. Ó ní mọ bí tẹ́po ń lọ. Epo Nigeria á kọ̀ máa kúrò nulẹ̀, ò ní mọ bí tó ń lọ. So bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn, mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí o. Ilé tó ń pè mí lórí bíbá. And on that note, have a very good afternoon and bye for now. Mo salute gbogbo wa. Thank you so much. Ẹni tó bá wọn kọ́kọ́ tẹ̀lé wa. Orílẹ̀ èdè wa, kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fàlẹ́rì. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé láti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá. Ìṣọ̀kan tó mìíràn ìkẹjẹ ká máa lè pa. Tẹ̀síwájú ọ̀pọ̀ ire àti ohun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sí ipò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Ìyá Màdé ní Kẹ́ọ̀fì, mo kí yín o, bàbá mi Karunwe, Dari Samuel, and every one of you, thank you so much. Yeah, wife mi ti pè mí, mo gbọ́dọ̀ lọ nísìn. Yeah, Alpha.